everyone's happy with this game. They're just saying less time for tears.
We're live.
We're live.
Less
Ruty.
time for tears.
Yeah, less time for tears.
Little did they know.
No, I can't handle any more tears, please.
Well, that's okay. They still haven't pulled the gag off of your mouth.
Yeah.
So we'll get into that. We'll get into that here in a little bit. First off, just wanted to welcome you to Fury's Reach, brought to you by Dungeons and Dragons and Maze Arcana, where we come and we play some Dungeons and Dragons with a lot of our little nerd friends, whom I've had the pleasure to become friends with because of Dungeons and Dragons.
We're still friends. That's cute.
Remember how when people die, they're off the show? Oh, yes. Do you see everybody?
I got slapped in the face by a brontosaurus tail last week and was rendered unconscious, and that wasn't my choice. Well, it was my choice to spit in the brontosaurus's face.
Yeah, I was like,
But to have the brontosaurus slap me in the face was a completely different choice, made by the brontosaurus.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Brontosaurus Steaks.
Brought to you by Consequences for Choices.
That's life, dude.
It is. So, welcome to another exciting edition. This is episode 5? 5?
Is it 5?
I think it's 5.
Wow. 5.
Nice.
We have a new...
5th anniversary, yo!
Yeah, almost halfway. Kind of. So, who remembers what happened last week? We'll do a quick recap. We'll jump into that awesome intro. And...
I did it last week.
He did do it last week.
Sig!
Oh boy.
Are you...
I mean, I have a vague, I don't.
Okay, well, you start vaguely and we'll
I
see
heard you were drunk.
Yeah.
what we need to pin in.
Yeah. Okay. Just
Frogs
go for
don't
it.
have high
Yeah, go for it.
So, like the whole episode recap or just the end?
Well, I would go with, like, the important highlights.
Okay. Yeah. The weird one, as Lepad calls it, she got kidnapped, and we chased after her. It was a giant brontosaurus that knocked some of us unconscious. Then we interrogated a guy, and we found out where they were taking her. So we went down the river, and I almost got eaten by a crocodile, but Chohan Wielder killed the crocodile with his words, with his voice. He insulted the crocodile until it died.
Nice.
And then we made it down the river, and in true Lepad, we saw they were taking her into a cave, right? There was a cave, right?
So,
Or,
interesting part is that we missed the sweet amusement park,
Oh,
which
right,
was on
yeah.
the left-hand
That
side,
was-
and we went to the decrepit, run-down amusement park, which, by the way, I guess is in the middle of Chult, because there's abandoned amusement parks in Chult all over the island.
That's right.
And
Excuse me, am I sensing some DM sass?
I'm just saying that I definitely want to go on the off side of the river to go to my amusement parks.
Yeah, well, Lepad really wanted to go to the fun side,
Right.
but you guys wanted to save the weird one. So we went that way.
yeah, you're welcome. I was like, yeah, let's go save her.
Yeah.
Unconscious
Anyway,
pretty much the
I'd
entire
be playing
time.
carny games right now.
Also, I love you have this little face up on your head
Look
now.
at
So
Lepad. I
good.
finally
Guys,
made the Lepad hat.
Sig went so far as to make a Lepad hat.
No, it's so good.
It's
So
a
every
grung
time you
hat.
look at me, I'm just going to be like, ugh.
Yes, I love it.
I also like his little snarl.
Yeah.
Yes, and I forget the name of it. Was a thief or a sorceress or something, some very
Chance.
chance, important lady thing.
Because
Longwind or
because
something
she is
like
part
that.
of the
Yeah.
she's part of a very elite underground circuit of crime bosses called not the Cult of the Spinning Coin, but
You're close.
that's the
Coin spinners.
The coin spinners.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, and
Yes.
you left me in the tavern back to, go back, and I played a coin game with some weird guy.
Who was a
And,
coin spinner.
Yeah, and then I found out that so there's this whole coin spinner thing going on.
And you're the first grung to get consistently blackout drunk, probably in your entire
Oh
species.
yeah, it's probably not going to be the last time.
So, like for the elder, or I guess our American history, it was called firewater. What would we call it in Chult? Swamp water?
Call it
Jungle water?
A jungle. Well, jungle water is good, but I think something that relates to knocking out grung.
Jungle juice.
Jungle juice.
Grung juice.
No, or like grung killer or
drink.
something like that.
Grung
Grung
Jungle
dropper.
juice is a thing.
Grung
by
drop.
the way.
Oh, I
Grung
know.
drops. Grung
I
drops.
remember the buckets of jungle juice. I remember that in my
Jungle
college
juice
days.
is a great though.
Yeah,
one.
right.
Jungle juice is
Rocket
pretty
fuel.
good.
That Costco jungle juice.
The problem with jungle juice is it is actually delicious, but it's comprised of the most disgusting
Yeah.
things.
Did you ever do it on a shoot? Because jungle juice on a shoot was like the worst and the
I
best
did not.
ever. Like
did
an
not do
ice
that.
luge.
What do you mean by an ice luge?
Like
Yes.
an ice luge.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was rough.
I thought you was a shoe for a
There's-
second, and I just
An
imagined
ice
you
shoe.
taking
Yeah,
shots.
it was-
And I was like, that's
It has
wild.
So
Frozen
that's called a you do that as a boat race.
What?
That's a boat race.
Right, right? You take
You-
a shot
You
of
take
it.
so you have a
That's a thing?
shoe. You have a
Yeah.
shoe.
Leather
and-
shoe, preferably.
Huh?
Leather shoe.
Or a wooden
Clog.
Clog.
Yeah.
And so you take that, you fill it, and then it's both people have to like it's
wow.
because there's two shoes.
Rudy, I want to go drinking with you.
I got
You
it.
do.
Yeah, I really
Let's
do.
all take off our shoes and just start drinking
Yeah.
out of
It's
them.
luge.
Yeah,
This
right
is
out of the shoes.
disgusting.
The
I don't know
luges
why you
were
can't
fun.
just drink like
Luges are
normal
fun.
people. I guess
We
if
used
you
to
want
have-
mono.
We used to have them to where like
Oh
there
my
would be like 3 or 4 different things, and you'd race.
Spine luges are great as well too.
Spine luge.
Yes. Never mind.
Okay.
Anyway, the frog was drunk.
Or wade in dangerous waters.
Frog was
now.
drunk.
Yeah.
So the
yes.
important thing here is that you had a little run-in in the bar with
Yep.
somebody. You had a good time having a drink.
Yep, I think so. from what I
You
can
did
remember.
set that person up on a date, it seems.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Like the
Nice.
Halford date.
Yeah, the
Nice.
big one. The big
You had
one.
you made your date into a dream daddy of some
Nice.
sort.
Hey,
Yeah.
Nice.
you know, set him up and I just walk away.
Nice.
You set him
Yeah,
up and walk
they need
away.
to add
I
orcs
hope
to
that
Dream
they
Daddy.
they make an appearance again and they're
Don't
happily
sleep with them
married.
first, though, because then you can't date them later.
Yeah, I'm still so frustrated with that.
There's so many layers of things going on here.
It's just, yeah.
The knowledge.
Right.
Our lives are all too interconnected.
Then we ended up with the we were right about to save the weird one.
So you saved the weird one.
We did.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hooray,
Okay.
Uteo!
Yes.
But the problem is that Chance escaped down some convoluted like.
It was a
tunnel.
dinosaur now.
So so basically you
I
guys
like
went
that.
into the broken down version of the one that was across the river.
Right.
Okay.
Which
yeah.
is basically a creepy carnival.
Which is the best.
It's amazing.
Yes.
And in this carnival was actually
Jungle Carnival.
it was the one that was across the river, the nice one, was set up for the new trickster gods.
Right.
The one that was across was the one that was originally dedicated to Utal.
Aw. It's all broken down?
It's all broken down because
no.
Utal left.
'Cause
He left everybody.
Oh
no.
my gosh, we're in
Oh,
Hotel.
no.
Broken
Hotel.
down.
It's a
Carnival
sign.
ride.
Oh, no.
I
kind
must
of.
reinvigorate his dinosaurness.
Well, and do you remember the purpose? Do you remember that thing? Because this is an important story thing that I brought. Okay, so you do remember.
Yes, I'm supposed to I'm trying to get artifacts of Buteo so that I can continue his following.
And by
And do you
art-
remember your conversation with the guy at the kiosk?
Oh yes, he bought his little shaker thing there. Well, it's technically an axe or a pick.
Yeah.
But yeah, he got it at the theme park.
Right.
Yeah.
And by artifacts, you mean ticket stubs, right? For the old amusement park.
Ye old ticket stuff.
The old ticket
Ye
stubs.
old.
Best thing I ever saw, Excalibur, Las Vegas. They
Yes!
actually had a kiosk stand, a la
Yes.
Uteo kiosk stand that said, "Ye old
Yes.
3D laser crystals."
Yep.
Oh.
I spent a lot of time there as a kid.
Me too. Wait, are you
In Vegas?
Huh? I went
Yeah.
there every summer because my
Me
grandparents
too.
parked their trailer there.
I went there because my
I
parents
I wonder if I
were
saw. I
split.
probably saw you. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's a
Like,
joke or not?
yeah, like,
I
and
was-
there was
It's not a joke.
like for us growing up as kids, because I
So you
guess
went to
me
all
and
the
Holly are
theme
pretty
parks.
close.
Yeah.
Well, Excalibur was
Yes.
like one of the only things you could do, and
Yeah,
your parents would
that's
just
circus
drop you
circus.
off there in the
Yes,
summer.
that's
Yeah.
what happened. Is my grandma would drop me off in the arcades, and she would go gamble.
Yes.
You guys were in the same like Vegas.
I bet you
We
guys
had
were
always
at the
common
same
friends,
time.
honestly.
We
Like,
were probably there at the same time.
I guarantee it.
Yeah,
I was born
we'll
in
talk
Vegas.
about this more later.
Yeah. Born in Vegas.
I'm gonna die in Vegas. So.
No, that's silly. That's great. Also, Circus free circus acts. Which you go there later and it's like the most dirty rundown.
When I was a
hotel.
kid,
was a theme
Circus
park in
Circus was the
Circus
shit.
Yeah.
You know what I love right now is that somebody in the chat room right now is going, This isn't D&D. What's that crap?
I'm
Have you
sorry.
never played D&D?
We're
There's
in
a
a theme
solid
park.
amount of time where
Rambo.
you just
Theme park.
talk about random.
I'm happy to be doing this because my last game was so traumatic that I just need to cool down for a second, okay?
Oh, man.
Like, no one's getting beheaded. We're just going to a theme park. It's going to be great.
So you think.
Yeah.
I love the optimism. You can tell you haven't played very many games.
She is optimistic. That's what she
That's
is.
like going
what
to
I
play a
get.
game with Ivan and thinking it's not going to be a horror game.
Tomorrow's gonna be rough, y'all.
Y'all.
Tomorrow's gonna be rough.
It's going to be a long day.
Season finale of Dread.
Uh-oh.
It's gonna be rough.
All right, so we are in a theme park of sorts. It is run down. Can you guys make me a
Paying attention check?
Ready.
make me a perception check? We could call it a
Not
paying
ready.
attention check, but
Yeah. So about that.
I got an 11.
Looking at a 19.
A 12.
A 9
I love all those little models. You guys have the best
15.
models.
right, we have people that build them.
So
so
lucky.
fun.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
So who puts these together? Because I want to know.
Psychocrafts.
I want to know their names.
Psychocrafts.
That's amazing, dude.
Sunday.
You saw our sick ballroom with like the lights and stuff?
Seriously.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's multi-storied. It's like,
Satine?
it lights up.
Can we have a private conversation about psychocrafts later?
No.
All right.
No, they're ours, Ivan.
Step off.
You can't have that.
So we're
Hey, I'm
gonna
fine
say
with
that
finder's fee.
we're gonna say that this right here is the little space where you guys. Hey, fatty, what's up?
I'm not fat. I'm svelte.
I'm big bone.
I don't think Mylan would be hugging around a husky Johann Wahilder.
Look,
so.
the point of this thing is that we break the tropes. Okay, it was genuine, and then you just kept going. So we'll say that this is the little area here, and what did we get perception check wise?
15.
15?
19.
19?
12.
11.
Okay, so you two, you got a 12?
Yeah.
Okay, so you two recall that when Chance cast the spell initially, or came in, cast her spells, and then bolted into the mouth of the creepy
Ew.
Tao Funhouse, Dino Funhouse mouth.
That sounds great.
When she bolted within, there was she cast 2 spells. Does anybody remember?
Yeah. She casted a.
I don't know, 'cause I
She
think
casted an enchant weapon.
Kind of something like that. Yeah?
Ish.
Yeah, and that
Ish.
first weapon.
I don't know what the second one she casted was. It was. Can I do a?
Well, you guys did the perception check, so I just wanted
Right.
to see if
I
coming.
just remember a enchant weapon.
So she cast a spell that animated one of the T-Rex toys.
Oh, lordy.
Yeah, didn't that get broken though?
No,
No, it's still there.
no, it didn't. But what it did do was hold off a little bit before it came
Put a
off
timer on it.
before it came off the shelf and started to bolt towards you.
Seems
That's a
bigger
big
than
toy.
a toy, yeah.
Well, I don't have small T-Rexes. Do you?
We're all gonna die.
So how big is this thing?
Like a 3-foot T-Rex?
It's like it's maybe if I maybe I could dig around.
Is it like
Is
like
it bigger
one
than a grump?
of, is it like,
Yes.
It looks like Ngoro Crater in WoW.
Yeah.
okay? Is it like one of those
He's
like
gonna come and
those
stomp
big
on us.
those big
Spend so much time
Costco
farming
toys?
in
Oh, okay.
World.
All right. That's much less scary.
I was
Flying
scared of the
around the
dinosaur.
edges.
Yeah, I was pretty scared too.
Does anyone got any fire? Is it made of wood and
It-
fluff?
It is made of metal. It was what it was that got animated was it was actually like a weapon like hers. So it was one of the ones that was off the shelf.
So it's a pick going.
It's a spiritual weapon.
Oh, okay.
Theoretically,
Spiritual.
yes, because that's Chance. So we're gonna roll the intro here and get started, but everything that we're talking about with the coin spinners and whatnot has connectivity because that's just the way that we DMs like to do it, and especially here on Maze Arcana. If you want to play the modules that have Chance Wildfire, and the entire Coin Spinner organization in it. Those will be at Gen Con. You can play those at the Baldwin Games area and the Dungeons and Dragons Adventure League area. And it all goes to tie into us hanging out, being there in different places and different things. Our game on Thursday, me, Satine,
Sorry.
me, Satine, Dave from Nerdarchy, Todd Kenrick is still on board. He may have some business stuff come up that he has to go elsewhere for. But we also have Andrew from Dawnforge Cast. We have basically the entire female cast of Sagas of Sundry's Dread.
Oh, okay.
Because Amy Dallin and Amy Vorpal will be there playing as well.
Awesome.
And did I miss anybody? I think I got everybody. And Ivan is going to be a nerd, so we actually invited him, and he said, I don't think I'm going to go to Gen Con right now, because it just feels like I would have to go just to do a promo and then come right back. And now I think somebody's going for an entire thing. So funny how things like that work. But there may be a slot that opens up for him.
I have to run a zombie crawl when you guys are doing it.
Aw. That sounds
Well,
With
are you
Geek
running
Nation
or
tours.
crawling?
I've just found out that I'll be in town too, actually.
Oh, so maybe a Grung will show up.
Maybe a
I
grunt
mean,
show.
yeah.
Oh, I hope so.
But that game will be an Eberron game. It'll have some of our other stuff in it. And then we're also going to teach you how to stream if you would like to do the fun things we're doing. We're going to do it all the way down from the from webcams all the way across through these awesome cameras we have here. Blackmagic is going to come and give away thousands of dollars of gear.
Thousands.
Yes. So that'll be Thursday is the seminar for that. And then we have 2 workshops that are going to be on Saturday. There's only 24 slots for those. And that means your chances for getting an entire setup go kind of
124.
through the roof compared to 250 people for a seminar.
It's like if you just have to roll
You're basically
a D20.
rolling a D20 and a D4
Right.
to see if you get it or not.
Oh, look at that. I won $10,000 with the black magic gear. Yay.
I can do everything that Maze Arcana does from home because not only did they give me the equipment, they taught me how to use it. Baller.
Thousands on Thursday.
And Saturday.
And Saturday.
We'll work on your radio truck monster truck announcing.
Yeah, it was really weak, I will admit.
It's okay. That's what we're here for.
Okay.
So let's roll that awesome footage.
That beautiful beam footage.
And we're back. So there's an animated thing floating around on the outskirts there. And Holly, actually, Ulasani,
Hooptail.
Ooptail,
it
is speaking into her muffled, Ooptail, so.
There it is. That's a little dinosaur.
No, I think it's a
Yeah.
sign. I was brought here. It's a sign.
If I'm close enough to her, no, I'm not. Actually, I'm the closest to the dino. What's up?
Is she still tied up?
Yeah, nobody's moved.
And I'm right next to her?
Yeah.
B,
Okay.
this sucks.
Yeah.
You guys suck.
I think the weird one is saying something.
She's just like kicking.
Lapad!
I'll just remove it and then just cut her bonds.
As soon as you do that, she hugs you. She's like, "Oh, thank you."
Just smack her in the
fine,
face
I'm
with my
fine.
heel
What?
clap. Right in the face. Yep. Pop.
I'm fine. I don't get sick.
Not
It's
like
fine.
super hard. Just
We're
a little like a
friends.
pop.
Like what you do to a bad dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Could maybe just a webbed hand thing? Like, violence is fantastic against everyone else.
Sure.
It's fine. You can hit me. It's fine.
Well,
My
then
nose
it
starts
just-
bleeding.
That's that.
I'm like, "Oh, it's fine."
Now she's asking for
Right?
it.
See, the
She
weird
doesn't
one,
care.
she touched me.
I'm fine. My hands are fine.
You
See?
give me
There's
the
a
hug. I
little
don't
like
like
animated dinosaur that's like making its way towards us, right?
I'm
gonna shoot it.
very.
Okay.
I'm more
Just to
entertained.
put that out there.
I'm going to turn around. Actually, definitely turning around and see this little thing. It's like, the pad, Uratani, Dino.
Can I ask it to like stop because it's like one of my holy symbols?
You could probably ask it
I'm going
do
to.
something.
I'm just going to say, "I command you to stop. I love you, servant of Ubteo."
Love it harder, love it faster, love it quicker, please.
And you
it's
shoot
still
at it?
coming.
24 to hit.
Okay, you're gonna hit it.
No, it's my love.
Can I do Hunter's Mark now, or did I have to do that before?
It's a
You-
bad day.
Typically, it would be before an attack roll.
Give me
Okay.
alcohol and a
But
frog.
how about you? I mean, like,
Wish.
I don't know how many more. Well, you know what? Here's what we'll do. We'll say that you were using it before. You killed the thing. This is still technically like a continuation of that combat.
Yeah.
I'll just let you move it because
Okay.
you guys need to be very aware of your spell slots right now.
But Hunter's Mark doesn't take up a new spell slot if I move it.
Well, that's why I'm being generous.
Okay, just checking. So then, what is it? That's 1d4. So I do 5, 2, and then I forget what the plus damage my bow does.
It's that one's just a +1.
Plus 1? Okay, so 2, 4.
But then if it's serrated bolt, that's a D4.
Right,
yeah,
you
no,
add the
I
D4.
add that. So 2,
Oh
4,
no.
7, 8 damage to our little dino friend.
That moment when your awesome pencil just runs out.
I have a regular
Oh,
one
no.
for you.
Oh no.
I have one that has a little D&D logo on it.
When she wins.
It might also be out though. If it is, I've got another actual pencil.
What size is it? You need one, don't you?
Provides.
Ubteo provides.
Oh my god.
Ubteo provides pencils.
That's awesome though.
I don't even remember where I got
So 8
that.
damage on my first hit,
Yep.
and then I get a second hit. 11 plus
What'd you get damage?
Yeah.
8 for my first one.
8 damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
So and then my
That's
second,
super low.
It's one. Yeah, I rolled low on the dice. And then
What shit I have on here.
6, and then 17 to hit.
Oh, poison spell.
So 5, 7, 8, 9 damage.
Okay, you split the the spiritual weapon
No.
in twain.
No.
She runs over and cries at its feet.
I do.
Yeah.
You didn't even have to ask. I'm holding its little skull. I'm
I'm
just
gonna-
like, no.
I'm gonna gingerly walk over to Ulatani and put my hand on her tiny gnomish shoulder. It's all right. It was going to eat us anyway.
She's like looking around, like, is this what's left? Like,
Left.
So what you see now that you guys are not like barreling in to do
Yeah.
the saving is you see that you were basically just in the middle of a very decrepit, creepy carnival.
I don't think we should stay here.
I don't see any reason.
It's time to go.
she just
stick
starts to like
around.
burrow into the ground.
No, Ulatani, it's all right. You don't have to bury yourself.
Like the
and
spider, like that little
this
spider. That, like,
this area is it's boarded up for the most part. Like there's different areas that are kind of like obscured or well off of the beaten path for you guys because it's just all sectioned off into like rides that are broken or like old places that were like the old dressing room for the clowns, the T-Rex clowns.
Oh God.
The child's petting zoo is overgrown.
Wait, a child's petting
with
zoo?
set.
Is that where they pit the children?
Depends
upset.
on what you are, but yes. Where they just over the overgrowth of it, the plants there look just as sinister as like what the animals that might have been there or the children that might have been there if they're like Dark Phoenix.
Joaquin, I'm not particularly a fan of this happy feel-good place.
No, we should go. I'll try and reclaim my 2 bolts that I shot.
Okay, I'll let you reclaim both of them.
Can I do a perception check to see if I see any fancy, like
Oh, and I also
parts
take
of Bubteo?
I take her little weapon and hand it to her and be like, "We found these from where you were kidnapped
Oh,
or
thank
whatever
you.
happened."
Take it.
So you got your satchel back.
She'll trade you some leaves.
Thank you.
Well, I gotta give you something. She like grabs it, like just hands you a bunch of dirt.
Yeah. You're the best. He's crying into it.
So you look around and you see that there do seem to be some pieces in the ground that, while they match the aesthetics of the carnival, they look as if they're quite a bit older.
Oh.
Pre-spell plague, maybe.
Oh, interesting. All right. I will go look at those.
Okay. As you get closer and you start to examine them, you remember that the gentleman at the kiosk in the ziggurat had told you a little bit about the ruins that were supposedly underneath.
That's right. Yes. That's right. I do remember that.
Joaquin, I'm extremely concerned about
Is there
our
any
gear.
doors or anything I can find? Or
About our gear, yes.
The
I
things that
think
we left at the river.
agreed.
So you do see that the this big T-Rex mouth. I don't have a perfect example of it, but
Yeah.
basically it's
this looks
it's
sweet, so.
yeah.
Super
Basically, it's
sweet.
just the mouth, like the jaws of the T-Rex that would be leading into like
All
a
right.
fun house,
I'm
and
gonna
that goes down.
communicate to them that there's ancient
Communicate
ruins
with them. They're sitting here.
Okay.
Meh.
You don't have
I'm
to do
used
it
to a
over.
game that's only 2 hours. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna. All right, so that door right there, it's gonna go down, and we're gonna get cool stuff.
Cool.
You like cool stuff?
I also
It'll be
like
worth
my
money.
life. I don't. Well, we are a little sparse on money, but it's fine. It's not really
A lot of money.
John
She
Wheeler,
cares.
can we go to the good party on the other side?
No, we're not going there.
We have to be really
Do you want alcohol?
We saved the weird one. You said you'd take me to the
Chance
party on the
went down
side.
there.
There's a
and-
party down there.
That doesn't look like there's a party.
She just starts walking in.
Oh God.
I
We saved the
start
weird one.
following
She
her
can go in the
cautiously,
thing.
but trying to check for traps along the way.
Joaquin, why? This is not. Oh God. All right, I tentatively. But there's a little part of me that's actually super excited to be going into an ancient tomb after like decades of not doing so. But then part of me who's like, oh no, please, can we just go back to our stuff? The stuff. It's
Go
at
to the
river.
good party on the other side.
The
So
good
you're
party.
walking in like, oh, we really shouldn't.
We really
ooh,
shouldn't.
That's very interesting. Oh wait, but no, we shouldn't be. There could be traps. There could be zombies or
Yeah,
mummies.
there
But
could be-
this is really interesting. I feel like I wrote this somewhere.
Yes, this is
Actually, and
This is actually exquisitely familiar, like Rose Ambrose and the Reef Ambrose. Why don't I keep doing Rose?
You really want your sister to be a rose.
I do. It's so much sweeter.
Then Reef? Reef is far superior.
Ulasani will also tell you that, well, what are you going to write about? Like, you need things to write about? What's
Yes.
better to write about than a scary tomb?
Yes, but there's also, I usually get my material through other more safe means, but oh God, this is lovely in here.
We're protected
Look
by
at how
Ubteo.
old it is. Ubteo's just trying to eat us.
do I
Tiny
see
Ubteo.
any signs of undead or anything?
So
like
you
that?
don't really see anything like that.
They're my favorite enemy. That's why.
Yeah,
like,
you don't see any signs of undead
Just
down
like
here.
ready. Just like,
As you move through this little area, you see that it also starts to go back up, but you do notice that there are markings on the walls, and these markings, you are able to kind of decipher some of these based on your knowledge of the religion.
Very learned.
Yeah. and you see that there are like pictures, murals of a temple that is atop a large plateau, and there's what you could reason to be a rough diagram of Chult, also on these murals, that
like-
seem to indicate further to the southeast, down where it looks like a river does or may have ended at some point.
All right, so at the end of the river, on top of a plateau, there's going to be more treasure. I don't know.
Well, you were specifically looking for more of a
Religious artifact.
What?
yeah. Well, you were looking for more temples because you were
Right.
trying to figure out some of the stuff from.
What kind of treasure does Ubteo provide in the world of Chult?
Gold.
Yeah. I have to say, I just recall this now, but the whole architecture around this whole place reminds me strikingly of the temple that Reef put together in The Doom at Gate of Shar. That was a good book. That was a good one.
That
Anyway,
sounds scary and probably right.
it was terrifying, but it was definitely just like this place, although a little more sinister and a lot more lava.
Well, I am still on a quest to find more ruins of Uteo, and I can pay you for accompanying me if you would like to go to some more. I promise it won't just be leaves, and she just holds up some leaves.
Right. I guess is our things.
I mean, I
fine
can't
at the river
promise.
at the moment.
I mean, they're hidden. I don't
They
know
are
if
hidden,
that's
I
good.
guess. So, and everyone's going to be paying attention to the Trickster Festival or whatever. All right, fine. It looks well.
Let me make this easy for you.
Ultani, lead ahead.
As you go down, you
Yay!
realize that there's the paintings, the murals. They go down around the side. They kind of outline this area, but it also starts to come back up on the other side, somewhat outside of where the carnival leaves off. The only other places in there seem to have been boarded off with warning tape and signs.
We shouldn't go that way.
And the other option is like the family escape, like my kid's having a heart attack, I need to take him outside door
Yeah.
from while in it's a small Chult.
It's a
And
small Chult?
you can head out that way.
We should just go back to the river and get our things.
And
get
that's
on
a
our way.
jar. So
Right.
it looks like maybe Chance took that direction.
That makes sense.
Let's
Do
do
we
it.
want to chase her down? I feel like that's a bad idea, you guys.
Well, she left. She did not go into the warning area. Nobody that you can tell from the footprints or lack thereof has gone into
I
the
also
warning
do not
area.
think we should go into the warning area.
I feel the strong aversion against going into the warning area, primarily because it says warning.
I think we should go to the river, get our things, and get
Ulasani
back
walks
to
in the
river.
warning area.
Oh my.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
In the midst of
We were really happy to have you back.
Oh, sweet. I did pretty good. 20.
Okay, so as you walk onto underneath the sign for the warning thing, you push your way out. The brittle wood beneath you starts to collapse and fall. You're able to jump back just before all of the tracks in front of you collapse down
Can I grab her
from
by her
decades and decades and
Oh, geez.
decades of no repair.
Can I grab her by her little gnomish shoulder and pull her back? Ulatani, I understand that Ubteo provides.
I'm
that-
okay.
Good. I think maybe, and I slowly move her towards the other direction and goes, maybe there's something more interesting along this path?
All right.
Okay.
We saved the weird one. Why are we not going
Yeah,
to the
no,
festival
let's
on
go-
the side
let's
of
go
the
get our
thing?
stuff.
We said we
would go to the
It
festival.
was the party over there.
Right.
I
Well,
want
we'll
to
spend
see.
we'll spend an hour or two at the festival. You can get yourself a big grung, big stuffed grung.
The what?
That's probably weird. Never mind.
That's very weird.
Let's go out.
I don't want the stuffed drum, John Wheeler.
Nobody wants the stuffed grung. It's
No,
just
that's
a,
upsetting, John
Yes,
Wheeler.
agreed.
No, it's a big fluffy one with googly eyes. It's
The grung
no,
are not
it's
fluffy.
dead.
You're
It's
saying the
probably
grung are
dead.
fluffy?
no.
I make my way out of the cave and start making my way back to the river.
That's probably for the best.
All right. Yes. Oh man. So we'll walk back, double back our steps, and
uncover our pack and
the raft.
Okay, so you guys load back up on the raft. You start to put everything out there,
like-
pushing the large flat piece of. And you have your dinosaur back, by the way.
Oh, great. Yeah, we
The
have a dinosaur.
Stegosaurus, yes.
Oh, hey,
that's
Stiggy.
right.
Yeah. Come here, buddy. Can
Can
he?
he ford the river? Can we just like ride him through, like across the river? Or?
So the river is it's going across may not necessarily be what you like. That's not the reason that you guys got on it in the first place.
I just wasn't sure.
Because we need to keep going south.
The river
right?
heads south. If you guys
Yes.
want
We
to.
need to keep going southeast.
I agree, but if you don't let him go to that festival, he's gonna throw a fit the one time.
Well, let's just distract him with something else.
Okay.
Okay.
Johan, you said if I saved the weird one, you would take me to the festival.
Okay, so are you guys out at the actual river now?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
right.
you realize that the festival's closed.
Oh no!
That's how that
Lapan.
works.
Oh no! It seems like that the river
Nice.
is too fast and that the festival is closed. Maybe
It's
we can go
rushing.
back
There it
tomorrow.
goes.
I'm sorry, Lapan. We can go back tomorrow when it reopens.
I don't know why I follow you, John Wielder. Things just get worse and worse.
To be fair, it wasn't his fault that we didn't know the festival was going to close.
Yeah, we had no idea.
So I guess let's load back up onto the raft and with our Stegosaurus and make our way to the south.
That's a nice big raft.
Those
for
trickster
us.
gods are bad anyway. You don't want to deal with them. They probably would have just killed you.
Lapan, and more importantly, like I don't know. Do you? I'm sorry to ask, but does the grunt use money at all?
No, do they? I don't think so. Maybe, not really.
I don't know.
They trade in
Maybe if you
slaves, I
need
don't
some
know.
sort of like, if you
I
have
feel
an
like I have
addiction.
no concept of money.
You
Yeah.
would just lose all of your money anyway.
What
so
is the money?
the money is just the thing that you give to the trickster gods so that they can take advantage of you.
Just tell him he can't even like afford to play because they would need money.
You
Yeah.
can't even afford to play
You're a
because you
liar,
wouldn't have
John
money.
Wielder.
There you go.
You told me you'd take me to the
I would
festival.
take you, but
We
you would-
can. The problem is it's closed now. We can take you over there.
Yeah, we'll
There's
get
just
on
nothing
the
to do.
raft whenever. Yeah, okay.
I feel really bad actually.
So we all get. I do too, but we can't do anything. It's closed right now.
I'm just exuding upset.
No,
That's what
no.
I'm doing.
Can Ulusani try and make like hand puppets for you?
Sure.
Or like she'll
what do
take
you
your
want to
little-
make him out
She'll
of?
take your little dinosaur head and be like,
Jakeen,
"It's okay. We can do the thing later. Oh boy, cheer up. Do you want some booze? Anyone got any booze? I hear he likes that."
Jakeen and I will be continuing to like use the
To pull.
poles that we have to maneuver the raft downstream while this puppet show is going on. The raft. So
Why did we save the weird one?
the weird one really likes you, Lapan.
I don't like the weird one.
I know.
You don't like anybody.
No one likes me. It's fine.
You don't even like
We
me,
like you.
Lapan,
Oh, okay.
That's true.
but you still
We
hang out
rescued
with
you.
me.
That's true. You did rescue me.
I mean, here's the thing. In your little grung village, how much have you experienced since being with us? Don't you want to be part of one of Johann Wahilder's stories? You're living one right now.
That's true.
Imagine what the grung will say when you come back and tell them this amazing tale of going and defeating dinosaurs.
They'll probably eat you.
I bet you
Good
could.
with your words, John Wielder. I told you talk too much. But, okay.
All right.
But you better write the good things about the Grang.
Well, if by the end of this you'll be the one telling the story because you'll be the hero of your own great adventure. I bet you'll be able to spit in one of those gold grung's face, actually, and tell them that you killed a T-Rex with your own
big tooth.
bare hands. The big tooth, yes.
I'm gonna act like I'm not listening to him, but secretly okay.
The dinosaur's like, "You feeling better?"
No.
But yes.
It's like,
No.
"Ugh."
It's like I'm sorry to do this real quick, but I posted a video yesterday of Phoenix. We took him to ramen, and he took the bowl of ramen to drink the broth, and he put it into his mouth, and he drank the whole thing up.
Oh, jeez.
And then he put it down, and then he placed it down. I'm like, Phoenix, do you want some noodles? And I picked up some noodles to give it to him, and he opened his mouth like he was going to eat, and he went, no.
Yeah,
That's
pretty much
basically
just like
Lepan.
that.
But a strange frog.
Lepan has become
Yes,
my toddler
poisonous
in my story.
frog, so.
Which reminds me, can I, while I'm sitting there on this raft, can I start like fashioning some like, or maybe like wiping some of the poison off of him to put on my spike?
Oh, yeah.
How would you go about doing that?
I don't know, I'll just take a piece of cloth and just like wipe it on there and just like wipe it onto my spike.
Sure.
Also,
Sweet.
am I able to? We're on a wooden raft, correct? Can I chip some parts off and kind of whittle some darts from a blowgun?
You still have a blowgun.
Did you make a blowgun yet?
Did I? Oh, I lost my
Nope,
blowgun.
you gotta make a blowgun still.
Crap.
Oh, I can assist you
You
on
actually
that.
have darts. This is the
Oh,
funny thing.
I just lost.
You
the
only
blowgun.
dropped the one dart
Oh.
that you had
It's
in
just
your
the
hand.
gun that you don't
when
have.
That
you
was a
dropped the
long
gun.
time ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
You can make
okay.
a gun. We could
Well,
probably
can,
pull the
yeah,
raft
can I
over and
fashion? Is there anything around I can fashion a
we can
blowgun
probably pull
from?
the raft
On
over.
the sides of the area, there would have been,
Right.
but you
Okay.
guys are now on the raft.
Okay, then.
We can also pull the raft over.
You could. It's a sizable amount of effort to do anything really except push it down, like continuing
keep
with what
going.
little current is there.
Yeah. We'll get to that
I
later.
would love to take a moment to rest.
Oh,
Would
yeah,
you?
Can I
Yeah.
do that too?
You guys can. I'll say
Take
that you
turns
guys
like
can
rest
start
of
to
the
have a
shifts.
I'll keep.
short
I'm
rest.
actually doing pretty good, so I'm going to keep pushing, and I will do a soothing song, or in this case, I'll tell a story.
All right. Who
means that-
is on? Who's going to be?
I'm pushing the raft still down.
Okay, so who's actually resting and
markers?
who's not?
I would like to rest because
I'm
I'm at
gonna
24
rest.
hit points.
I feel like I got a lot of rest while I was kidnapped,
Okay.
so I can,
So you get to roll against me.
yeah.
Roll me your perception. Give
Just
me,
a
give me
regular-
perception checks.
Just regular perception check? Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna need your perception check, and then we'll need a survival check.
Okay, cool. Ooh, ooh, that's not bad. 18.
Okay.
For
4.
perception.
Okay.
And do I have survival? I probably do. Oh, I do. Cool. 13 for survival.
Okay. So you are keeping a pretty good eye on things as they rest and they get to recover some hit die.
And so whenever you're rolling your hit dice, just get an extra d6 on top of whatever
Okay,
your.
and I forget what my hit dice are.
your
Where
hit
does it
dice
say?
You have
are
D10s.
D10s plus 1. But then an extra d6 for every one you use. And if you don't mind me, Rudy, I will begin to tell the story of Reef Ambrose and the doom at Gate Shar. I will
What are you rolling?
just start.
So let's
Oh, you're
hold
fine. You're getting
on
your hit
these
points
things
back.
at the moment.
Yeah.
So as you guys roll, what you
You're good.
notice is that the storm clouds are rolling in very quickly. You
shit,
guys
son.
are going to be able to do your hit die, but the rain sweeps across the jungle so fast that you guys basically have you have the sun on your face one moment, and the next you're getting pelted by rain while you're on the raft
Great.
heading down the river. And you feel a little
you're okay, so
surge
you're at full
in the
hit points.
current that is going
sorry,
to
you just-
actually help you
you go way
move
back.
down move down.
Oh, 6. There you
The feeling like
So go ahead and roll a
keeping
D8.
the sticks in the water
Yeah.
to
Amazing.
push yourself along might actually end up
And you can
sweeping
just
you
roll it too.
away.
So pull them
So
out.
pull them out.
So you can pull them out. You
Okay,
and
that's 3.
you would
how
know
many you
that,
get back.
actually probably everybody but Johan, would know that at this point you can take one of those sticks and kind of keep it in the back to use as
To
a
like
rudder.
rudder, yeah.
Right, but you guys, the rain is actually going to move you along a little ways at this point. And Johan, since you don't know what's going on, roll me a d4.
Oh God. Does this happen all the time? This is terrible. 3.
Yep. All the time.
It's the sky drop.
Yeah.
You know the sky
It's
drop,
dropping.
Johan Wielder?
It's dropping like.
I call it sky piddle.
Well, it's piddling like it's had a long night of drinking.
Yes,
That's
it's
fair.
all over you daily. It drinks daily, and every night, and then every day, it just piddles.
I
in
have
your
to.
face.
I mean, I have my big trench coat on, but I'm just taking like my bag and holding it over my head, so I could try to cover myself with the rain a little bit.
So who's steering?
Oh, I'll
I
be
was
I'll be
resting.
Yeah, I
I'll
was
steer. I'll
resting
be
too,
steering.
so.
Okay.
My
So
little-
you're
with my
going to be
little
back
arms.
there. You're going to be back there, basically like holding onto the long stick that
Okay.
the long. It's not an oar, but basically just you had a pole. You had a 10-foot pole,
All right, cool, perfect.
and you're like holding onto it like this, keeping it, as the current continues to pick up, and eventually you notice that the water for the river starts to widen and raises.
Flash flood.
And the current continues building even more and more energy until white flashes start to pop up, and the raft actually begins to come up and over.
I need help.
I think maybe we
I
should
go to
go
help
to one of the
Ulasani
banks.
and try and like steer
old
us
is my
towards
3-4?
the bank.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. I'm gonna hold on to it as well too. Like, maybe we should head to one of the banks and get off the river.
Okay, so you three are all back there trying to hold on to this
Yeah.
stick now? The
Yes.
pole? Okay. So all three of you can give me a strength check.
Yay, we're helping each other.
You are.
To help that.
I got a 20.
Oh.
Yay!
Oop, tell.
I'm so
Guys.
strong and tiny. My little arms.
13.
Okay.
12.
All right. So as the water starts to come up and you guys are taking dips and dives over random rocks that have the water now rushing over them, or fallen trees that may have been in the riverbed, you get pushed up over one. You two fall forward, barely holding on to the raft. You get popped up but are still holding on to the back of the
Oh, yay!
of the pole, and you are basically just as the water starts to rush even further. You are the only one that is presently secured to the raft with your sticky fingers, and it continues.
Can I throw
push
rope
you.
at these guys?
Yeah, I was like,
Oh yeah, did
I
they,
had rope
did they
in my
fall?
bag.
Like, are they in danger of falling
So the
off?
two of them fell flat forward.
I'm gonna take one of my 50-foot rope from my traveler's satchel and start tying it around my waist. My sister taught me this trick ages ago for when we're going down large mountainscapes, and I throw Jakeen aside of the rope, and I throw Ulatani as well.
Make me a sleight of hand check.
Can I help with that? Since
You were secured at the moment. If you'd like to move around and do something else, you would not be secured anymore.
yeah.
18.
Okay.
Okay?
Wow.
And then give me another one.
13.
Okay, and who are you throwing it to first?
I was throwing it to Jakeen first.
Jakeen, sleight of hand.
5.
Okay.
I need this music to meditate to. It's so peaceful.
So you go to toss it to her, and she's like, and it flops down onto the raft. Some of it, the tail end of it, splashing into the water, and you start to feel it pull.
Well, I'm pulling it back up so it doesn't have to drag onto it.
Give me a strength check.
19.
Good. You're able to pull it back up,
Right.
and
Toss it back to Jakeen
you
again.
toss it again.
Jakeen. 15.
19.
Okay, so this time she's able to grab a hold of it. Tying, are you going to tie it to yourself, or?
I'll tie it to myself, and then like if there's an anchor point on the raft that I can tie it to.
There's really not. The dinosaur seems to be like the biggest anchor on the entire
forgot
raft.
the
I'll tie it
dinosaurs on the
I'll tie
raft.
it to myself and then to the dinosaur.
Great.
And he's just kind of like,
We're not boned.
Yeah, I will tie it to the dinosaur.
He's got like
as well.
natural like suspension. He's just like,
he's just kind of going with it. And you guys have all the stuff packed up on him, so he's like another. So anybody that's in the back can't actually see forward to what's going on.
Yeah.
And right now, let's see. I wish I had a bigger thing. I wish I had planned for this adventure a little better. We're just gonna say that this.
cube. Gelatinous cube.
There you go.
This is the dinosaur.
Is your dino.
Great.
All right. So I'm in the front then.
So you're
that how
squished out on the front. You two started to tie it down. If you want to tie yourselves to the dinosaur, you can. That's
Well, I'm
this
tied to
raft is
her.
basically just flat, like large.
No, that's
pieces
that's what
of
I did
bamboo
was
or
I
something.
basically tied it around me and then I tied it to the dino.
Okay, and your sleight of hand checks for those knots.
So for myself.
Yeah, I'm gonna tie myself to the dinosaur as well.
8 for myself.
And then,
Oh, I rolled another 20. What is
And
happening?
then 9 for the dino.
I have tied myself great. Those are all the 20s that I missed on my Tuesday's game.
Yeah, if only you had those, you wouldn't be beheaded.
Well,
Can
fine.
I?
I wasn't
actually
beheaded. Everyone else was.
Since I'm in the front, can I, use my perception and see if there's anything
Oh, yeah.
hazardous that's coming at us?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Does
no.
it-
Waterfall?
All right, I'm gonna do that.
Well,
then.
It's my guess.
So,
It's like the Jurassic
We've been
Park
trying
ride.
to steer it to the side.
yes, and she got popped up, and she's holding onto the thing. Did you say you were going to try and, Yulosani, did you say that you were trying to tie yourself to the dinosaur as well?
I am.
Okay. So you're going to have to pull out, and you're going to have to give me two things. But then if you do that, who's holding onto this pole?
I'll
didn't
go
think
back
about
and get
that.
it.
Okay, so
She just jumped on the
you
dinosaur.
go to start tying yourself onto the dinosaur, and that pole goes wishing along off the back. There is
man.
still one more pole on the
I
on the
take it
raft.
and try and use it as a rudder.
I'm sorry. I was scared.
Okay, so
Me too.
so you guys are just tied to the dinosaur, but how much?
Into each other.
Right.
Yeah.
So how close? Like how much slack is between you?
5 feet.
I would say at least like 10 feet.
Okay, so
10 feet,
most
15,
ropes in
15,
D&D are
sorry.
50 feet.
Yeah.
So you're spending 5 feet on each one of your tie arounds. So 5, 5, 5 on the dino.
5 feet to tie around myself? That doesn't even make any sense.
It's accurate with just knots and stuff. So let's just assume it's also a nice even number. So 5, 5, 5, 15. And then
Our squares are 5, so
5
make that
feet,
easy.
that's 20 between her and I.
Okay.
And then she's doing 10 feet between her and the dino, that's 30.
okay.
That's 30 feet of rope for our 50 feet of rope.
Okay, so you two are going to have to be adjacent
This is
for
fine.
everything.
So we're 1 square away, while she's 2 squares away from the dino. Because she hopped on the
Up to 2 feet, up to 2 squares away from the dino.
Right.
To a degree. Okay, so there's one more pole. Who went to grab it?
What?
Who went to grab the other pole?
Me?
Okay, so you've got the pole. You're going to go back and use it as a rudder? Mm-hmm. Okay. So, dinosaurs in front.
Rudders in back.
I'm scoping the front.
You're
to see
scoping the front?
What do I see?
You see the rapids building in front of you, becoming more and more of a rushing current. You notice that you are starting to go into a large gorge. The walls are becoming rocky on the left and the right sides. That's a little too high for you to be able to like hop off and like get up the sides of or whatnot. It's kind of sheer, and the current is pushing you guys faster and faster through it. And you also notice there are some craggy rocks that are seeming to pop up into different areas that the white water is rushing around to the left and the right.
Okay. Am I able to call back and warn which direction to steer?
Are you asking if like you lost your voice?
No. But okay, then yes, I'm gonna call back and tell them which way to steer. I don't know
Okay.
which.
So, coming up around the left-hand side.
Oh boy.
I will let you pick perception or nature. Actually, we'll do survival or nature.
Okay.
And you can roll me.
Well, let's do survival
A check.
for sure. Okay. That is 14.
Okay.
Altogether.
So you see. I'm just going to draw what you see. You can try and relate
No.
Oh, okay.
it. Yeah, that's right. It's one of those
Mario
things.
cut us.
You got that. You got the face. You got the look. And we're screwed. Or hosed. It's my new favorite word.
We're hosed.
Hosed. Yeah.
So
descriptive.
this is the
My
river.
kid hates
This
it
is
when I
us.
hit him with the
Okay.
hose. He hates it.
You're just like no.
We take him down to the backyard.
So your
I
first
thought it was
check
just in the
reveals-
kitchen. Like get away. You eat that cookie. I'm gonna hose you.
I'll hose you. Kid, you're gonna get hosed. You eat that cookie.
You get hosed right
And
now.
that's like
going
that's
to
just
bed. You're
crap.
going to bed.
Like
I'm gonna
nothing
get
that you would
hosed.
want to stop the boat on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
This is
There's many
all-
reasons of why I'm not a parent.
Okay.
Because you'd hose your kid.
So
Hose.
you have the you have
Tail.
you basically have like a sentence, a quick sentence to communicate what they need to do.
Okay. That one, the hard left. Make it the hard left. We're gonna hit the thing in the right side.
I'll do it. I'm trying to host the channel on my channel. So.
It's the hard left.
Hard left.
We're gonna make the hard left.
Oh, well, you guys both have it. I thought she was the one that had it. Or-
She's the
I'm
one
about
that grabbed
5
it.
feet away from her.
I'll
So-
try and make
All right.
towards the hard left.
I'm
Okay, so I'll give you advantage on the hard left.
Okay.
Can I support her?
That's why she's getting advantage.
Can I try and whisper to the dinosaur's ear to
What
make
kind
them
of-
to swing to the hard left?
What kind of roll is it?
You're gonna make me an athletics check. You can try and switch it. The rain is pretty aggressive, so moving up and down a dinosaur is going to require you to make an athletics
I'll do
check.
that, sure.
Climbing and sliding.
Yeah.
So what did you get?
20.
Okay, so you're able to shift the raft, and I'm gonna need you to make one more to avoid slamming into the wall.
Do I get advantage?
Still there.
Roll me an intelligence check, sir. No, you don't get advantage because he doesn't notice
it's athletics?
that he needs to. Yeah.
No.
8?
Yeah.
All right, so you guys pull a little closer to the side, smashing into the wall, clicking across it before you're able to guide yourself back. And the raft seems to be splintering a little bit up towards the front
I chide
where
the
you hit it.
dinosaur. I told you! He's just like,
He leaned into it too. You didn't tell him not to lean away. What was your check though to make sure that you actually got down to the
a
air?
10.
A 10. Okay, so you slid down. Give me a sleight of hand to see if you are able to maintain your grip on it.
I'm not.
Okay, so you slide down and you hit the ground. As you guys hit the wall, you tumble across.
Oh, no.
You hit the wall. Roll me 2d6 for damage.
Oh. But Teo provide. Come on.
He provided you a stopping
Got
point so
10.
that you didn't go off the raft.
10.
Okay, so you
True.
hit the wall. The rope gets a little bit more taut just as you hit the side there. You kind of know the boundaries that you're working on there. You record your damage
Right.
that you take, and the raft takes.
I'm really mad at this dinosaur. It's not in my cool book.
It's just like Spike from Land Before Time.
He's just high the whole time, like, oh. So, yeah.
Nature or survival.
I'm gonna do
Dinosaurs.
survival.
Okay, and you're up
420.
front as well now. You may roll me nature or survival.
Never
Ulasani.
I just thought he was a dumb dino, but the fact that he's just baked out of his mind the entire time.
Watch
makes
it,
So
he is-
much more sense.
He's done.
What's going on in this raft?
Keep going.
You guys fail
been looking
to avoid the next one.
Oh, no.
I thought I was doing a check. No.
You were,
Okay.
but nobody was paying attention
Oh, no.
to
We
hear
were chuckling.
We're
And the
having a
raft
good
slams
time, oh
into- You were cross-talking over the DM and one of the other players, sir. You were being bad for table etiquette. You should know better, Mr. GM.
Well, that is really, really cut deep for it. So by all means, take your advantage against us.
You acted like I'm an adversarial DM. Mr. Horror genre, I try to kill everybody that comes on my shows.
I just like to have fun.
Yeah. So, so you guys slam into the next part of the wall. The raft takes a little bit more damage, and now you two, being in front, can give me another either nature or survival check.
All right.
So you two are going to be the lookouts here, yelling back to these two who are going to be making their saves.
I will do nature.
I
Please.
I got 18 altogether.
Hold on. What is nature? 7.
Okay, so you're able to call out which way it goes. You see the next side is also coming up right here. You need to pick
so
a direction.
That's a thing. Okay. Well, we already hit this side, right? So.
Yes, you guys just pulled it. You avoided this one, slammed in here, and then just pulled across the side of that because nobody corrected.
All right, so, okay. Keep it to the left! There's the thing in the middle!
I guess I'll try and keep it to the left.
Okay, so you guys are going to have to steer again back to the left and then avoid the wall, hitting into the wall again. This time, now you are wise to the situation. I'm going to have you guys each roll, and you can take the highest roll. So it'll be a group advantage check here.
Athletics, right? For me?
Yes, athletics for both of you.
You just crit?
Or if you crit, great. So you're able to pull it over, and you actually don't even need to recorrect for the wall because you're able to hold it steady right there. A big flash of water splashes over the side as it tilts, but you're able to, because of your crit, maintain the steadiness so the dinosaur doesn't wobble, and neither do any of your companions. Both. Give me the rolls.
Yep.
Same thing, nature.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, come on. That was 7 again. Jesus.
14 plus 9.
I rolled
would
those
be
20s. Now we're done.
20.
We're just done with that.
25.
Okay, so you see coming up on, towards the side there that another one of these.
Okay.
But this
and
this
where
one
are we
comes
in
all the
relation?
way out to here.
And where in relation to that? Okay. All right. Take the hard right, like really hard right. There's the big thing in the thing on the left.
So I
Shouting.
try and make the hard right.
All right, so as that's happening, you start to see the slope of the gorge protruding down basically to where the dinosaur starts to block your view. So as you start to push that hard right, go ahead and give me the rolls.
Still strength or athletics?
Athletics. And what we're going to do here...
16.
Okay.
12.
All right, so I'm going to combine the two of those. It puts us at a 28.
Oh, shit.
And you guys are able to pull it over to the other side. As you do, narrowly missing this outcropping of the ravine. And now you can see directly that you are pointing directly at the right-hand wall. You need to correct. Give me
Okay.
another set of athletics checks.
Okay.
17.
I'm glad you guys
20.
with the big arms are doing this.
So you guys are able to
Tiny.
right it just in time before you hit the next wall.
We left it just in time to write it.
And now I know how to... See, I wasn't sure exactly how the mechanics for this were going to work, but now I do. And I'll tell you guys how it works this next time coming up, as you guys both give me another shot for survival or nature, either one.
Damn it, I changed dice and only got
26.
+1. It was an 8.
At 26.
26. Luckily, the Grung has apparently navigated this area a little bit before and is going to give you guys a little bit of a heads up on the area that you're coming into. So you guys are now here. You see...
I'm sorry, it was a 9. Not that made a difference.
these two little areas here.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Okay.
So we got her.
Yeah. So do the hard left into the right. We have to. Yeah. Hard left into the right.
So like we gotta swerve it. Yeah. Okay. Going for that sweet swerve.
Nope.
Crit.
5.
So crit, what's your... it's a skill check. So
Plus 6, 26.
Okay, so 26 for you and a 5?
5.
Okay.
Your noodle alarms.
So you start to pull...
Starting to hurt.
You start to pull to the side around... let's see, you start to pull to the left. You get around the first rock as you start to correct. Give me your rolls.
18.
17.
So the math on that is...
35.
35. So you are just barely able to avoid the next one coming up. So the way the mechanic's now working is it's whatever your first roll is. If you aren't able to correct back, so your first roll has to reach a certain DC to get away from that rock, and then you have to beat it to correct. So you want to roll middle range for the first one, but over the DC.
Oh
Not too
man.
much.
Next check!
This is
As the raging rapids
I like
come
the
all the way down!
I like the mechanic where you have to roll for the middle. It's good. That's interesting.
Shoot for average.
Shoot for average.
Aha, 12 that time.
16.
Because you always want that 20.
16 and 12.
Averages. Yeah, 12.
All right, so you guys both see that now you guys are floating down the center of the river, and you see.
Okay. Cool. All right.
And can you see that?
Yeah.
you see this is where we're at, and this is what's coming up.
Oh, okay.
Another hard left into the right, but like hard, but then back to the right.
Okay.
Just
Are we
kinda,
get past this river yet? How much farther, LePam?
I just want you to like quaffle the stick.
24.
I did not make the river, John
15.
Wielder.
24, 15 is 39.
Yeah.
Ubteo made the river.
All right, so you guys, as you
Bless him.
pull to the left, you see that this outcropping leaves you only a small gap of about 5 or 6 feet, but you manage to get into it. However, as soon as you do, you both see an immediate.
Oh. Am I
You
able
already
to-
see it.
Yeah.
It's that
So-
fast.
Okay. So, am I able to like say something?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
The hard right! The hard right!
So now you guys are
Really
you got
hard.
number again.
I can't be that number. 12.
11, 22.
All right, so you guys slam into. You're able to correct, but not before you slam into part of it, just putting the raft in a spin. Dexterity saving throw.
Oh God.
Everybody?
So this
Actually, strength. Actually, it's a strength saving
this
throw.
river's basically just a dam.
18.
Cropping.
So 18.
Dexterity 6.
No, sorry, strength saving throw.
4.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So strength.
Strength saving
So you
throw.
have a minus one,
Yeah.
which is cool.
Uh,
So
11.
Okay.
And I got a 7.
Okay. Who wants to roll for the dino?
No, I'll
I'll
roll
roll
for
for
him.
the dinosaur.
No, you roll.
You're
for
rolling
him.
pretty
You roll
high.
for him. Nah, don't. My roll's been bad.
Plus, what's his strength?
Just tell me the dino.
15.
15. All right. So the dinosaur is able to kind of barely keep its footing there. You guys are tied, and you're tied, so you're all good. Your roll was a
11.
11. You're able, as you're starting to slide off, you're able to and get the sticky pads down there. And then you see the water start to pick up even more speed.
What?
Oh boy. And we're still in a ravine, like mountains on either side, or like rocky.
Yep, still in the
Do I see,
ravine.
is there any way that we can like get out of this? Like,
Sure.
just share side? Yeah.
So you see this coming up
It's
there,
an under-
and then you see why. There is not really a waterfall, but more of a gradual slope down that has now been aggravated by rushing water.
Okay.
And the space below you, roll me a. This is going to be a perception check for both of you two that are up front.
Okay. I 22.
I got a 10.
Okay. So, if this is the water, this is what you see. Like that's where the water's rushing through. And you know what these are.
Yeah.
Yes. And now, like,
Not so bad for like upside down, am I?
No, it's good.
no, it's
You
great.
do great.
And then on the sides of this, are there like ways to, like flat land? No, it's just, okay. Unforgiving. Okay,
Right.
I see.
Cool.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
Okay. We should stay in the middle.
Stay in the middle and everybody brace yourselves for there's like the waterfall thing.
Yes.
What waterfall thing?
There's the thing coming, just hold on and
So
keep
you
it
guys,
in the middle.
so you guys went into this spin. You're
Oh, we're
going to
still in a
need
spin.
to even it out, and that's going to be an athletics check to even it out, and then it's going to be an athletics check to make sure that you avoid going left or right.
18.
Okay.
14.
And great.
And then 16.
And a crit.
Okay, so you are. So you guys start to slow the spin enough for them to be able to recognize the large rocks jutting out from the left and the right, and you guys can, in that spin, were able to kind of make out where those were. And as you start to push a little too far one way or the other, he balances it out. You guys go right over the center, keeping yourselves from getting lodged on the rocks that were there. And you all see, rising up in front of you, a large wall.
Oh.
As the forest starts to fade away a little bit, and the ravine comes up in front of you in a dead end.
So the river's heading straight into like a wall.
lake?
Yep,
Into a lake?
kind of.
Or is it like one of those underground chutes
Nope.
that go? So if the ravine's in front and the water is spilling underneath the
No,
wall,
there's little like side paths that it's going off of. That's why the
so the river is forking.
yeah, kind of. So let's say that if the red line, the usual red line, yes, is our riverbed going across the center. There are the forest, the jungle, is like coming up around the sides here.
Yeah.
And then we have, there's these little kind of like what would be rising goat paths. They don't go up too high. They're just enough. The water seems to want to push its way up them. But all of this is a cliff face.
Yeah, but then it would be
Where's
like
the
a lake
water
or a
then?
reservoir there.
Just like a
Yeah.
To a degree, yes.
And
However-
where's the water? If this is all the water and we're going down this way, if like we're like facing the river, I'm on the raft and I'm looking down it and the water's coming around with me. What is it a dam that's blocking the
stone
water
wall or
path?
It's-
It's a big stone wall.
It looks like the first couple of maybe the first couple of steps heading up towards a plateau or a mesa or something that is
the water-
obscured so far by the forest and the trees.
The water's
So with our
running
current, like-
uphill?
No, the water is going up over like some of the little goat path things and then seems to have its way out. So the current is still pushing along the way.
And if it's going
But if
really
we- if
fast,
we-
I'm just trying to wrap
The
my head
left,
around
yes.
it.
So the left and the right, the paths
Yeah.
are too small for the raft to the left and the right.
Oh, I see.
There's still a rushing of current water because it's pushing itself along. There is just a large, like, we'll say it's like going up about 50, 60 feet that is revealed as you guys are coming out from under the
I
canopy.
get it. What you're trying to say is there's just something right in front of us that we're going to run straight into.
Basically what I'm trying to say.
That's, all right. That's all you need
Can
to
we
say.
just run
I just
aground?
thought I
We can
got
run
it.
aground.
You could, except it's not flat. Like,
Right.
it's
Sheer
just a
wall.
wall.
Yeah.
So you could steer left or right and possibly get yourselves lodged.
Right.
which would probably be the better option. Well,
To
I
the
guess we
left.
can't
To the
discuss it,
left.
but
Okay,
that's
so-
what I was gonna pick.
So the way that, what?
Oh, I was gonna yell to the left, but you know. I
Well,
don't know.
okay, to the left, to the left, to the left, everything you own
Yeah.
is going to go off the side of the raft if you two are going to roll off for this. Who's going to go, who's going to be pulling left and who's going to be like kind of maintaining it so that it doesn't go far left?
I'm maintaining.
Okay, so you need to outroll her.
Okay.
If she outrolls you, you go all the way
I don't
left.
feel like we should have done that. I think we should flip that.
That's fine. I rolled an 8, so that's a 9. You just gotta beat me.
No, I don't need to beat you. You need to beat me.
No, I thought she needed to beat me.
That's why I said we
shit.
should flip
Well, let's say this. Hold on. Before
No,
you
no,
tell me
it's
what the
fine, I
number is,
rolled
before you
low.
tell me what the number is, was it the mechanics are iffy because I didn't have I looked for whitewater rafting rules. There are none. So I realized that I
just
didn't have time to build it
survive.
right. Yes. So what we're gonna do here is the DC is 20. Whatever her roll is, subtract your roll. We need to stay under it.
My roll with my athletics check, right? 11.
And mine with my athletics is 9.
Okay. So you guys definitely stayed under it. I should have put a bottom threshold on it, but I didn't. It's fine. You guys push yourselves to the left just enough to lodge yourselves in the tree.
Wow. Water's kicking up.
Water is rushing back and forth across the side. The raft is quasi damaged. I gotta flip this around now. But not so bad that it seems to be taking on water.
Hooray!
You have your dino there, but what you do notice it taking on is something that you dealt with last episode in the form of...
Crocodiles.
Yeah.
Oh boy. That's why I was not in the water this time.
Crocodiles and
Not
whitewater
doing that.
rafted. It's
You
like
know-
a Sharknado, but with
Can you
crocs.
kill them with your words again? Insult
croc
them
rapid.
until they die. Oh boy, yeah, that's a monster
Two-headed
crocodile.
croc?
Two-headed
Two-headed
croc? Is it a two-headed crocodile?
Ubtao provides.
Oh man.
He doesn't provide
We
those!
gotta go. So I get on the dinosaur and
Well,
trying to get it
but
on the raft
wait.
and getting away from the crocodile
I mean,
onto land.
know what's exactly what's going on there.
Are these actual shorelines, or are they just like little islands on either end?
They are shorelines, however, well, I guess they are probably, they would be shoreline originally,
the
but they're
flag.
mostly islands at the moment. Yeah. Oh, I brought out, I blew I blew it a little early there, guys, sorry. There's the one.
Regular.
Oh no! Well, I mean,
Well, now you know what's,
what's
coming,
coming.
so you have an idea of what
Great.
you need to do.
Let's get away from
Great.
them.
So there's just one? Is that
So
that
what
we're
you see
seeing?
right now is one that has lodged itself up on the raft. What you also see is that this is one of the little islands, and that if you're able to take the pole and push yourself off of it, around to the left of this little island, you could actually get yourself around to a calm portion.
That's where we want to go.
That's where we want to go. So I can continue to push. Actually,
I feel like
you're a
I
lot
should
stronger.
push,
You're a
yeah.
lot stronger
I
than
think
me.
I should do that.
Okay.
So roll initiative.
Okay.
yay!
18.
What do you add to initiative?
Dexterity. So +3.
So I got 18.
All right, so
18.
18,
9.
9,
12.
12.
No,
which one of you wants to go
19.
first?
I have a 19 actually.
Oh, you have a 19.
Yeah.
All right, so
My
then
math is terrible.
19.
the bad,
Can't count.
Joaquin, Ulisani, and Johan.
Wait, you had a 12?
9.
I had a 12.
Oh, sorry,
So flip-flop.
reverse. You got a good eraser, Johan.
It's a good pencil.
You got a pencil. Great eraser. And it wouldn't be, I mean, it would help probably some of the people who have been rolling lower if we brought out the awesome wormwood stuff that we just got.
They
is it here?
came in.
Oh, did they just get delivered now?
Were they delivered like
Oh,
while we were
snap.
streaming?
I think so, because I asked
Oh
her
my
about them
God.
earlier.
I'm unbelievably stoked about that actually.
What is this?
It's us, dude.
You picked mine that I wanted.
I bought this at
Whee!
conventions.
We're getting stuff. Don't open them yet.
But I bought it.
I saw your hand starting to do it, Ivan.
I was
just
ready
bought it
for
for
it. Hey,
myself.
when you hand someone
Well, I
something,
get one
you
too.
open it.
Yeah.
But I bought one.
What?
That was at a con.
You just bought that one?
I know. It was that I bought
got-
one
now you
from.
got more.
I got one from Origins when I was there, and
Oh,
then they sent
yeah.
me a little tower.
All right, so this is going to be done in reverse because I know Sig really wants to open his. In reverse initiative order.
Reverse
So-
initiative. All right.
So
so I have to
Ulisani gets
wait?
to go first.
All right.
If it makes you feel better, I'll go last.
That's okay.
Sweet. Oh, it's a little tray. Nice. That's awesome.
So thank you,
Zebra
Wormwood,
wood.
for sending us some really awesome little
Oh,
items.
Holly, that one's cool.
Sweet. Did they?
That's
is
so
this
cool.
Zebra wood.
Ooh,
That's a zebra wood.
for those?
that's awesome.
Smells so good.
Okay. So you
Holly,
ordered
that
more
one's
of it to do
beautiful.
things with.
I've got to smell it.
It smells really good.
Shove it in
Wow,
there.
that's
Yeah.
so yeah. Make
Zebra
sure you.
wood.
All
yes.
Is it the zebra
It's
wood?
called zebra wood.
really
That's so
cool.
fancy.
Yeah,
Yes.
I love it.
That's a prize.
Yeah. That one's a pretty one.
That's
So now
awesome.
if you die,
I can read about the wood too. It's
Yes.
apparently hails from Western Africa. Nothing if not aptly named. Zebra wood displays swirls of dark black grain which play across a golden green yellow background.
Nice.
that was
Very
pretty
nice.
sweet.
I think it's you, Ivan.
Oh,
Ivan is gonna go next.
This is like Christmas. This is wonderful.
I got the English Witch Elm Bird.
So there's the word
That's a
witch
real
in
good
it?
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Witchwood, yeah.
Cool.
They beat me
Oh
to the
yeah,
punch.
because the worms
That's the
burrow
one I
through
wanted.
it.
Worms. Oh, it's W-I Witch. W-I.
No, but like all
They
these
don't
holes are
use
from
the
the
holes,
worms
yeah.
like basically like
They
killing the
just leave 'em.
tree.
Where
Which
does
is
yours
really
hail
rad.
from? I need to know.
It is the only elm native to the British Isles.
Ooh.
Witch elm is very abundant in Scotland, where it is also known as Scots elm.
Ooh.
Yes, large rounded growth that naturally occur in many species of trees. It is excellent. It's also got the same magnetic holding space for all the dice. And yeah, here we go.
All right,
It's delicious.
We will refrain on reading the wood stuff until maybe we'll do that later or something on a
No.
side thing. So that was good. Now we have Jakeem.
I got black like my soul.
Nice. I like it.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
It's real, they're all good.
I didn't even know there were, sought after grains of wood.
Gonna put a little wood oil on this. Make it nice and shiny. Yeah, no, you can tell it's untreated.
Raw. It's raw and delicious.
Are you done talking about yours? How
Yeah.
excited you are?
Yeah, I'm
Just
super
black
excited.
like my soul.
Yeah. No, I know. It's ebony wood.
You can tell them what it is. I just
Oh.
didn't want to read the cards.
It's ebony
all.
wood.
That's
It's
cool.
black like my soul.
Maybe I'll go before Lepat. No, go ahead. Go ahead,
So you
Lepat.
gonna go?
Go, go, go.
Yay! It's
Ooh.
the tamarind!
It looks like a map.
Yes. It's like a fungi that
That's
like
cool.
puts these things
Really?
in the thing. Yeah, I did
Just
all
for
the reading
dice?
about it. Look at that.
That's awesome.
That's
awesome.
pretty. Oh, it smells good too.
Can I smell it?
Yeah, you can smell it all day. The spalted tamarind. Yeah, and it's
Nice.
amazing.
That's really
Look at
cool.
this.
They're
I'm so
beautiful.
stoked about this.
And last and least,
Ooh, birch. Yeah?
no, I believe mine is it's a Hollywood.
Oh, it says holly right there on the
There we go. So I have holly. My wood is made from holly.
Ah!
And this wood actually gets so white that it will glow.
Whoa.
Whoa, seriously?
What's up? Yeah, and it's incredibly rare. They can only get it by harvesting it from within swamps.
Get out of
What?
here.
A very
That's
specific
amazing.
swamp in a very specific area, but I don't have a card, so I can't tell
Swamp
you.
wood.
Swamp wood, white swamp wood.
Can I smell it?
If you'd like.
Smell away. Oh, this is awesome.
But
Swampy.
it's rare to show you the rarity of it.
That's really cool.
I didn't get a dice tray or anything else.
Right.
Like Satine got a dice roller and all that other stuff because they didn't have enough.
Wow.
They had to order more. So while mine might look just at face value like it's not so fancy and stuff, the fact that it actually glows and things,
That's pretty
cool.
amazing.
It's from a
and
swamp.
that means everybody's
Anything
gonna
from a
steal your
swamp
shit
is
before you
cool.
steal mine.
Swamp,
That's
yes.
true.
That's the
Like mine's got so many
the willow
On the weather balloon.
It's
Mine's
just
got
those.
so many holes in it. You can actually
Yeah.
see the
So this will be better for me rolling instead of my
Oh,
I think it's fun.
thing anyway.
stoked to let's
really
roll
cool.
in this. I feel like we're gonna do.
Wormwood.
guy's wormwood.
Thank
Thank you, Wormwood.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you
These are
so
very
much.
amazing.
I hope everybody out there's super
These
excited.
are so beautiful.
We have a. Did you put up the wormwood?
Dice accessories are pretty much my
The
favorite
best.
thing in the world.
Did you put up the wormwood
It literally looks like a map.
thing so that they can
Really
get
cool.
free shipping?
They live just
Yes.
in the wood.
It's really cool.
So if you go
Lindsay
and
does?
you put in the code Arcanite, all of our Maze Arcana people know that. But if you go ahead and you put in Arcanite, you can get free shipping on any of the pieces and new hats that Wormwood is putting out, so that you can have an awesome hat.
You can have an awesome hat.
Or dice rollers and stuff. I just love the magnets in this thing.
Man,
They're
yeah,
so
that's
Yeah,
strong.
the magnet is so cool.
The rare earth
Wow.
magnets, man.
I just want to keep.
So thank
opening
you
and
guys. We
closing
really
it.
appreciate these. They're so sweet. And you guys are about to get eaten by a crocodile.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
fine.
So, well, okay, yeah. Let's get back to that. Now, I
And
guess.
we'll say that you, your perception check that you didn't make, but the DM gave you, you saw 2 more crocodile heads floating precariously close to each other.
Okay, can you can you tell me like what's? So I'm at the front,
You're at the front.
and there's that big one right there.
There's a big dino right there
They're
in front of you.
And then I see 2 more. Where? Where do I see?
The
these
heads?
two? Yeah.
Somewhere off
Like
in
off on that side?
this direction.
Okay. Okay. And now but this one's already on the thing.
Yeah, this one
And
just
is he
flopped itself
dangerously
up.
close to?
He's precariously
friends.
close to them, to the fact that if Jakeen or Johan is going to push off of the embankment they're on, they're going to have to go
Like a
around
special
him.
carrying case
Okay.
for it.
Either around or through.
But he is on.
He is on the raft.
Okay.
Satchel.
So I go first.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I would like to
Isn't it smelling good?
leap over, and in midair,
my dice
I
roll.
would like to be like, Jakeen, and that one. There's other things, but I'm going to stab this one. And I just want to come down with like a Yaquala stab, like right in the top of his head.
Go for it.
Okay.
I'm jealous that you stabbed him first.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
no.
Oh God. Okay. Well,
But you do not stab
that's
him at all.
That's an 8.
An 8?
These are all
Yeah,
so
I mean,
good.
well,
Like in
I got a
Dubai.
feeling you're going to miss.
I feel like I'm gonna miss too, really hard.
You did
Oh,
not
I didn't
stab
roll
him.
it in the wormwood thing.
That's why.
Okay.
If you didn't
That's
put
why.
it in
Oh
your
my
fancy
God.
new roller.
Do it one
Can-
more time.
Okay.
In the
All right.
wormwood thing.
I guarantee you it's gonna be way better. Watch this. Crit hit right here.
Let's see the other one.
Well, it's a
Oh,
17.
yeah, it's good,
17
yeah.
plus 6, so like 23.
23?
Yeah. See, you
That
gotta
will
use the
hit.
wormwood. See? Use the wormwood.
I'm just gonna throw my dice in there so that makes
Roll
a
your
nice
damage,
noise.
sir.
Okay, yes, sorry. That is
You,
1d6.
We'll
Plus
say that you.
So 4 plus 3, so 7.
7 damage?
Yes.
That's with your sneak attack and everything?
Oh, how do I add the sneak attack?
You roll the extra dice for sneak attack?
Oh, just another
D6?
D6?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know. I'm really
Well,
bad at
you're
combat
you're a
mechanics.
6th. You're, let's see, somewhat monk, somewhat thing. Yeah.
Just a 1, so I guess 8 then.
Okay. Do you want to do anything else?
I kind of just wanted to come like straight down on his head and like lock his mouth together.
Okay.
with-
Do you remember
with
any
it.
of your monkish stuff? Or did you
Oh,
just
I can
go,
do, like,
get drunk all week or
Yeah.
something?
No, I could do a. Yeah, I could do the Fury of Blows, right, as a bonus action.
You could. I mean, you
Cool.
can just
Yeah.
make a martial arts attack against it if you would like to, but you also can do flurry of blows if you would like, with a expending one of your key points.
Yeah, I got 3. Let's do it. You know what? I'm gonna Fury
Okay.
of Blows that guy too.
All right.
Yeah. Sorry guys.
More like
I'm learning the combat mechanics here.
squishy hands.
Yeah. Wah, 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 wah. Pads, pads, pads.
All right.
So-
Give me your attack roll.
Okay, it's the same thing.
Yeah,
D6.
same. Or yeah, you say D20 to see if you hit him.
Oh,
first.
do I need the D20 first? Okay.
So see if you hit him first. Oh,
I
baby.
got a
Plus your
12
Yeah.
to hit.
12 will miss.
You missed.
Dang. Just over here.
You
going,
just-
whoa, 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 I'll give you a light show with the
A
glow
light
sticks.
show.
Can't see me, can't see me, can't see the hands.
Well, hopefully I distract him so he doesn't eat you guys. I don't know.
Well, next up is Jakeen. Jakeen, what are you doing?
I'm gonna. How much damage does the monster have to it? Well, I'm gonna attack it. The crocodile.
Okay, so you're going to move across. What are you attacking it with?
With a bow.
So with your crossbow.
Yes.
Okay. So let's see.
I did shout a warning.
Okay, go
You
for
did.
it.
17 to hit.
17 will hit.
You did shout. They're just like, what was that?
Mark it, that's okay.
Nothing.
You've used 2 first level slots so far.
Yeah. But it says I have 4?
It
I might
probably.
need it later.
No, I know. Alright. 9, 10 points of damage.
Okay.
Oh, and then I'll hit it with this second shot.
You hear click.
Do I have to reload?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll reload.
Okay. So you go to reload. That's going to take the rest of your action to pop the thing in there. And you're going to miss this next attack. You just don't get to do it because you didn't reload in between.
It's a big heavy crossbow.
Like, what do you mean I don't?
So yours has cartridges. Usually with crossbows, unless you have a crossbow, the crossbow master feat, you have to reload it each round and do the thing. The special thing the great quality about your magic crossbow is that it had a cartridge because it's a repeater crossbow.
Yeah.
It held 5 bolts.
Oh, but I've used the 5. I see what you're saying. Okay.
So you can, as you've
But
collected
you
your
don't
other
think I would
bolts.
have reloaded it after our attack thing?
I don't know. I would have thought so.
Yeah, like
But
that's why
but you didn't.
I didn't realize I had to specify. I'll specify next time.
Yeah. Just like you specify to collect your crossbow
No
bolts,
worries.
right?
Yeah.
I'm.
Gotcha.
I will assume that you were reloading cartridges if you would like.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I figured, like, when we got to the river and we're like getting our packs and stuff, I feel like I would have reloaded it to be like full. Like,
Okay. Well, you can let me know next time.
Yeah.
So you go to click that in. You do have a bonus action still because you did not use Hunter's Mark. I'll tell you what. If you'd like, I'll let you use your bonus action to do the reload, and you can still fire.
Sure. I will use my bonus action to reload. I have a quick question though. Was it below health?
Yes, it
I
was.
do an extra
Well, yeah, because
D8.
you hit it. So.
Well, no.
And he hit it
Before that,
before.
yeah,
Yeah.
So I actually do an extra D8 to that
Go
first
for
hit.
it.
So 7 more points of damage.
All right.
And then I'll go to hit it again. That's definitely, I don't think, going to hit. 10 to hit.
A 10 will not hit.
Yeah. That's it for me.
All right.
Remember the warning, John Wheeler.
And
Warning.
the massive crocodile lurches forward, attempting to snap at the closest creatures to it. It
Stegosaurus.
bites out towards the frog that just tried to eat it or tried to hit it, and it is going to get a 24. Nope, 22 to hit.
God. Okay.
Its jaws are going to clasp down.
I feel like I've been here before, John Wheeler. Kill it with your words. Kill it with your words, John Wheeler.
Stop getting in crocodile's mouth, Slapan.
That's going to be 16 damage, and you are restrained in its
no.
jaws.
Oh boy. Yep. Been here
Octavio,
before. Get out
my
of
frog
there.
friend
The
who
weird
hates
one.
me.
Save me, the weird one.
And you feel yourself twist as the tail swings up back towards you
Tails, always the tails.
for a 16 to hit.
Which will hit.
And that'll be 11 damage.
Can I take a marker?
Oh yeah, sure.
And you'll need a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw. Make sure to get knocked off in the water, I'm assuming. Yep! Ha-ha! Solid 4.
And you are knocked prone.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
This is awful.
Luckily, he swings the tail up, slapping into you. God, both of you guys have been in this situation before. As you hit you land on the against the dinosaur, your mount, hit it and flop down onto the ground. As you stagger back to, or as your brain starts to clear from the fog and the rain coming down over you, it's your turn.
Jakeen, get us off this thing. Here, just let us handle it. You push us off the raft. And I'm going to throw Phantasmal Force onto it.
Okay.
And that would be a save against. I guess you can use an investigation versus spell DC. It's an intelligence check,
Oh,
which I'm hoping
I thought it was a wisdom save.
that they're pretty dumb. This says INT versus spell DC.
Okay. So I will definitely fail whatever it is that you're doing.
It's
So you should probably
1d6
tell me.
psychic damage per spellcaster level.
Oh, okay. So Phantasmal Force, I'm 90% sure, and I'm going to go ahead and look this up, is
Yes.
that you describe what it is that you want them to see.
Oh, that's right. Okay,
And
so
then
yes.
the most damage they can take from whatever it is the 1d6 per spell slot that you assign to it.
Assigned to it. Great. Okay,
So,
it's
and
gonna
I
be a
believe
second
it's
level
already
spell.
a second level spell.
Yeah, so I'm going to assign a second level spell to it. So with Phantasmal Force, I will describe it as a giant prying hand that will pull open the crocodile's jaw to potentially let, even though it's not going to, it's going to think that it's going to have a giant claw that's going to be opening up and prying open its mouth.
Okay, so the creature will act as if
Yes.
whatever it is that you're making it see
Yeah.
is real.
Right.
Not necessarily the effects of what it is.
Right. It's just going to think that's what's going to
Right.
happen with it.
So if you are describing to me a spell, or if you're describing to me
An effect that's
Big
not necessarily
hand?
happened to it. Yes.
trying to pry its mouth open.
It's just going to psychically think that it's got that element to it, even if it's not going to actually apply force to actually open its mouth. It's going to think
The big frog pants.
that, oh, that's even better. Although crocodiles don't tend to have a lot of. Oh, here we go. A giant. I'm going to pull from some ancient knowledge of some stories that my sister has told me in the past. And I'm going to make the crocodile think that there is a giant mouth, a hippo mouth, that's clasping down and going to go and crunch its head with its giant hippo jaws.
Okay.
Yes.
So, the way we'll handle this spell in the future
Yes.
is you'll describe to me what it is.
Yes.
Then I'll do the roll.
That's fine.
Then we'll go from there.
All right.
So, it feels
Yes.
a big jaw clasped down on it, the width, the bluntness of the teeth, assuming that this is a hippo.
Hippo.
It will take 1d6 damage, so you can roll me the damage.
Hippos are dangerous.
Hippos are dangerous, and the only thing
They
I think
will jack your
crocodiles-
crocodile up.
Right.
They're more dangerous than crocodiles.
Yes.
Oh, hippos are crazy.
Yeah,
I've
hippos-
seen them
I
poop.
will get 2.
Oh, I have.
Okay,
It's
so you'll do
crazy,
2
yeah.
damage to it, and then
Nuts.
the crocodile starts to try and push and pull itself away.
Right.
It will open its jaws, releasing the frog as it tries to turn and snap down on, like, to retaliate
Against the crocodile.
against the hippo.
I get it. So
Phantom
it's only going to
hippo.
do D6 damage, but it's going to think that this hippo's coming after it. Perfect.
Yes.
Got it. Psychic damage. And what is the damage/MD? I've never seen that acronym before. MD? There's probably something here. MD.
Is it damage/MD?
That's what you put
Damage
after your
slash-
name to make people
Or is it
respect you.
RMD for round? Never mind. It's D6 damage a round.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
It's round.
All right, so
So it'll take it per round, and it will last for 1 minute. So it'll take D6 every single round
right.
until it breaks it. But it can continually make intelligence saves against it. Check in Phantasmal Force. Check in Phantasmal
That's a good one.
Force.
Also, prismatic spray is another one like that that I never use because you can just like decide what color it is.
Because it's all going to do something different every color.
It is. Do you want to do anything else?
That was my. I mean, that's my action. My bonus action. I'm going to give Jakeen a bardic inspiration.
Okay, how many bardic inspiration do you have left?
I have 2. I haven't
Okay.
used any yet.
Oh, wait, I thought you were a wizard. You're a bard. What?
Whoopsies.
We're so screwed.
All right, and that's a second level spell.
Yes.
All right, so it is Yulasani. Your turn.
Yay! I'm gonna cast a shillelagh.
Okay,
I would like to.
that's a bonus action.
Shillelagh.
You have a magic hammer. Is there a reason you're using the shillelagh?
It does more damage.
Okay.
does like and it's +5 to hit. So
Go, because you're using wisdom?
I don't think so. I think
Yeah,
it's just
you would use
regular-
your wisdom for
Oh yeah,
shillelagh.
sorry, it is. So it's +5. Yeah, versus
Okay.
the other one. So it also does 1d8 +2 versus 1d8 +1, and it looks cool.
Oh, because you don't have any strength for the
Yes.
thing. Got it. Okay.
So more damage, and it looks cool. So I'm like, and I'm just going to like bullshit and say, "Blessing of Ubteo grants me this weapon." Just bullshit it, whatever.
Perfect.
And then I will try and hit this. Oh, well, that's a good one. 21. So hit. Got him.
That's going to hit.
Got him. And so, actually more than that. It's +5. I didn't even do that. Whatever. It was like 19, so I'm fine. So it's 1d8 +2. And I got a 1, so that's 3 points of damage right in his face.
You still beat Ivan.
I'm just like, hey, I actually don't want to hurt him. I mean, he's just a wild animal. Like, it's not his fault. I'm just like, hey,
Get out of here.
get out, get.
All right, so you come up and you at him, and it goes back up to the pad.
Okay. So I'm okay.
Yes,
I'm
but
on
you're
the side.
prone. And
Okay.
did you stand up, sir?
I'll take the second part of my action to stand up, yes.
Well, it's just movement, but it's half of it, so I
Right.
just wanted to make sure.
So what necessarily does it take to get this like raft moving?
Well, so you both are now on your feet. What it would take would be to push
Excuse me.
the raft off of the embankment it's on.
Okay. So I will shout to anyone that's listening. We have to get the going. There's the more crocodiles. Get the thing going. And then I'll try to stand up and do whatever I can to like get it off and get it going.
Okay, give me another perception check real fast. It's in the
There it
die
is.
roll. Yeah.
So
That's canted,
15
or that's-
plus
Okay.
15. You said perception.
Yep.
So that's 21.
It's enough. You'll see. You see the head. You see two crocodile heads, getting closer.
Yeah. I thought I already saw those.
You
but-
saw it before.
Yeah.
It's
So-
closer.
Now you're
Right.
sure
Okay.
what's happening.
Yeah. Now I'm very sure we need to get the raft going.
So,
so-
when you say I'll do whatever it is to get this thing off, what do you
Okay.
think you're gonna have to
All
do?
right. So, well, okay. Paint the picture for me. It's on this thing, and
It's lodged onto a embankment,
okay.
and whatever your imagination believes you would
Alright,
do in order to
okay.
get this
Well,
thing
I would
off.
think that I will go to the spot that it is stuck on, because I'm already prone. But you tell me if I can do
No, you
this.
stood
I want
up.
to get up, and then I want to use my frog legs, which are very strong, and push it off to get
Okay.
it going. That's what I'm trying to do. I don't
So
care
you
about
want to
the-
hop off, grab onto the side of the raft, and try and push it off.
Well, I was thinking I could push off while still.
Why don't
on
you
the
just
raft.
You want to
Poison his
sit on
eyes.
it. You want to like you.
If
You're
I
gonna have
need
to
get
wedge
off,
yourself.
Is that yeah? Then I will do that. I will wedge myself as long as there's no. Is there a crocodile in immediate vicinity?
Not that you see.
Okay, then I will do that. That's. What
I mean,
I'm
immediate
trying to-
vicinity. There's one on the raft.
Right, but how close is that one to where I need to push it off?
Well, where you are right now is within 5 feet. So if you try to move off away, you're
gonna take
going
an
to
opportunity
take.
attack.
It's going to snap at you.
What if I hop over it? Because I can
It's
do that.
still going to try and take a snap at you.
Okay. Well, if I hop over, I would like to hop over it and then push
So,
it off.
Gauge.
Sir.
Because we need to get going.
If you you're a rogue,
Yes.
Disengage.
you can use a bonus action to disengage. Meaning
Okay.
you can get away from it without
Oh.
provoking opportunity attack.
Yeah. Okay. So I can disengage and then push off. That's what I can.
You have to move away from it, so you're not
Gotcha.
in the threatening range.
Let's
I
do
love
that.
these.
Okay. Thank you. I'm learning. Yes. I want to disengage, and I don't care about the crocodile anymore. I want
So
to get
you
this
move
raft
yourself
going.
over
Yes.
and you wedge yourself here.
Yes.
Okay, so roll me a strength check.
Okay.
This will be. You
Oh.
can do athletics.
Athletics. Okay. Ooh, 16 plus 2, 18.
Okay, you push really hard, but are not able to get it off on your own.
Oh.
You feel it kind of move a little bit. You realize there's a big alligator holding on to it. That doesn't mean that you don't think that you couldn't get the thing free while he's still biting into people, but it means that you just didn't push hard enough.
Okay. Fair enough. Can I still shout? while I'm doing that?
I feel like you did a lot of shouting as you were hopping over there, so we're going to go to
Okay.
Jakeen.
That's fine.
What's all that yelling?
I'm gonna
one's
take
listening
some
to the
shots at
frog.
that
No.
cock.
You gonna shoot the croc some more?
Yeah.
Okay. Do the shooting.
You shoot the croc.
Jakeen, what are you doing? Get this thing off!
I'm the only one that seems to be able to hit it. But
This
not
music's so
today.
frantic, I'm so scared.
11 to hit.
11 will miss.
I'm stressed out.
Take that second shot.
Yeah.
It's like the Indiana Jones run.
23. to hit.
23 will hit. So it's going to be your
2d8 and a D10.
D10, the D8 for the damage that's already done to it. Why is it 2D8?
Oh wait,
You're
I'm
using
sorry.
serrated bolts still, right?
Yeah, D4.
So there's a D4. So you missed twice, and you've hit twice.
2, 5, 6, 7 points of damage. It's just sad.
So sad.
Yeah, that's pretty sad. All right.
For all the serrated bolt edges.
All right, so you fire off the 2 bolts. One of them sticks. One of them goes into the rapids. The other one sticks into him. What?
Oh no.
Did you think that wouldn't go in the?
No, I just, yeah, it's fine.
Okay. So splashes into the side of the. One hits the water, skids off like you were skipping a stone. The second one slams into the side of the crocodile's serrated edge, making some more blood. It's thrashing about under the chomp of the hippo that is not really there. And
Oh, I'm sorry. My damage is +5 with my bow, or plus
probably that's. I mean,
That seems right. Yeah. Well, this is a long sword, but my bow is very similar.
your
So-
bow is going to be your dexterity bonus +1 because it's a +1 weapon, so that's 3 probably. What's your dexterity?
Yeah, 2.
Okay, so that's 3 damage that goes to that, plus probably it's a D10 because it's probably a heavy crossbow.
No, I'm just adding a +1 and not +3, so 2 more points of damage.
Okay. Got it.
I got confused because I
Yeah.
don't have stats for it here.
Okay, so you fire the bolt, it sticks in the thing. What is it's your spell save DC is what?
My spell save DC is a 14.
Okay, so he still believes that the hippo has a chomp down on him.
And he's going to take another 2 solid psychic damage.
Okay, so
Yeah.
he takes that damage on his turn or yours.
That's a really good question. It just
Probably his
says,
turn.
does it per round? So you could probably pick whether you want to do it on
We'll
one
put it on his turn.
on his turn.
Yeah, so now it's your turn.
Little
What's up?
Tony, how much does a stegosaurus weigh?
The lots.
Be more specific.
I don't. Do I know that?
Tons.
Tons.
Tons?
Like 2 tons at least.
Oh, can I do some, or Rudy, I'd like to do some quick math in my head to see if a tensor's floating disc, which supports 500 pounds, has enough leverage with the stegosaurus to be able to give us even a little bit of an oomph to get us off of this embankment.
Describe to me how you want to do this thing.
I want to think of if it weighs tons, this is literally 1/10 the force that it can support. If I could give it enough floating disc from where underneath the raft, so in between the water rapids and the raft.
So trying to use
if I
the
put
disc
Tensor's
to,
floating
like,
disc up
push
to,
it?
even if it's just the width of the disc between the water and the float, to be able to give it enough physics to.
Well, to be able to push 500 pounds, like an extra 500 pounds.
extra
So
in
I'm gonna
addition to what you
I'm
just-
gonna rule that Tensor's floating disc has
Yes.
to have the space to materialize in.
So I can't materialize it in the water.
Because my feeling is that the spell probably reads that the disc appears in an unoccupied space,
Yes, it actually does say that.
and then it would not if
wouldn't
there's
have
something
the
wedged
leverage.
on it, there's nowhere unoccupied by matter.
That's fair. So, with those rules in place, could I manifest the disc at the base of the raft so that the current carries it downstream and basically uses the current of the water to shove it a
Tensor's
little
floating
more.
disc would float over the water.
So it would just hit the raft and go over it.
It would
Well,
basically
it's a good try.
probably just sit behind.
It was a good try. I'll just do vicious mockery instead against it.
Why aren't you a
Kill it with your
wizard?
words, John Wielder.
I thought you were a wizard.
Kill it with your word.
Vicious mockery, so wisdom save.
Okay.
DC 14.
I got a 13, so you're going to give me the wisdoms. Give me the talking to.
It's going to have a disadvantage on its next attack. Also.
Okay, give me the talking to.
I didn't put D4s in here.
Here you go.
I'm not using your filthy dice.
It's too bad because I roll high.
Thank you, though.
I heard.
4 and a 3.
I heard it's a
Looking
thing.
at 7.
A 7?
7.
Okay.
I roll a lot of ones.
But that makes for fun.
It doesn't.
I'm not like Kyle. Kyle doesn't roll below a 10 on anything.
Oh my god.
Unless he has negatives, he'll never roll below, like, probably below a 15.
That is upsetting.
It's weird.
those
He's a cause for inflated DCs.
Wow.
So the it hears this. It's got the hippo coming down. What do you?
That's right. Who's the big hippo coming after you, huh? What you gonna do about it? You better turn tail and get back into that water. There's no froggy legs for you today.
Okay,
Go home. Go back to your wet home, you stupid croc.
Okay. So, being that it doesn't understand the language, it
gets my
basically gets the attitude thinking that this is some type of hippo mating ritual.
That's a hippo mating ritual.
To be fair, that's a lot of what I hear out of you.
Okay, that's the one you get tonight. On the
Wow,
scoreboard,
wee-woo.
you get that one.
Wow, we will.
Yunusani, your turn.
Wee woo. All right. I'm going to hit it again.
Get it again.
I'm gonna hit it. Woo! Oh, I missed. Oh well.
Okay.
I tried.
And Lepad.
All right, I'm still like trying to push this off, right? Okay.
And you see
the
it
other
is
one's
very obvious to you that these things are now super close.
Yeah.
Moments away, if
Okay.
you will.
I want to shout again, warning to everyone as I try to push off. There's more of the water tooth coming. We need to get the boat going. And I try to push it off again.
Can I assist him? Okay, I'm gonna assist you.
You're gonna
so
move
you
up.
get a,
Well, you used your action. You would have to put the help action in place beforehand because we're in initiative.
right.
But you could have before.
All right.
So we'll
Sorry.
remember that next time.
Ooptown provides.
Try it.
So
Ooptown's gonna assist
I just got to
you.
roll for this thing. Oh, come on. Get this stupid raft off.
If only somebody else was doing it at the same time.
Well, I keep shouting things. No one's listening to me.
Yes, that's fair.
So what was the check though?
Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons.
I have
It's athletics.
Athletics. So
Top, all the way top.
No, wait.
No,
what?
you're right.
Yeah,
It's up there at the
okay,
top.
So 13.
A 13. You push again. This time the raft doesn't even really budge, but you're working it.
Trying. It's not any further than it was the last time. I did
No,
loosen
maybe-
a little bit.
If in a game of ounces, you got another ounce.
In a game of let me shout at people until someone helps me.
Wait for that person to get back.
I will wait for that person.
Joaquin, it is your
Did you just miss the fact that I
turn.
was shouting?
Yeah, and I tried to help.
I'll
but it
keep
didn't
you up to
work,
speed.
and-
There's a bunch of alligators coming at us, and I'm trying to get the raft off of the thing.
Can I disengage from the alligator to help him with the raft?
You can get by. Well, actually, you're not in threat.
Okay, so yeah, I'll go to the other side of the raft and try and help him push it off.
Yep. So you can get around. Are you taking the pole with you? You put it down
Yeah, no, I'll grab it and bring it with. And
That's
just see if
good.
that'll help.
because had you not, there would be no extra. There would be no
No way
poles
to
left.
steer? Yeah.
Go ahead and give me your check. This is athletics, and you're using the pole.
Athletics Okay.
So I won't make you
11.
get off the boat. 11? Mm-hmm. And your roll before was a 13.
Yes.
That is not going to be enough to get yourselves off yet. As you push, the croc is going to take another chance to see if it can get free of the... It cannot. It still believes that it is being
Made
held.
by
Do you want to give me
accident.
the roll? You want to give me the damage?
Distraction.
One above. Let's just stick another 3 on it.
All right. Sounds good.
3 doodles with the hippodoodle.
All right. Johan, it is now your turn.
Oh, it's mine again. I think I would like to. Well, I'm in threat range of the crocodile currently, right?
Yep.
More vicious mockery! Get off of me! Pip pip cheerio!
But isn't it distracted though with the hippo? No.
It's distracted. It's still
I
on.
think I'm the hippo trying to mate with it. I'm gonna fluff myself up real big and spread my legs wide
Oh, God.
as I kind of saunter towards the crocodile,
Ooh,
pretending I'm a
gross.
big hippo that's going to.
Man, I
mount it
hope somebody draws
unceremoniously.
this because what I'm seeing
man.
is you've like cast this spell on it,
Yeah.
and now you're like doing like basically like the haka,
Oh, God.
like as a hippo, like trying to be a hippo.
Wow, the tiny frogman is looking
And
at
as-
you like you're a madman.
And as I'm saying to it, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna
I'm
make
just
you.
talking to my shillelagh.
I'm gonna squeeze.
I thought that he was the manifestation of your of Dark Phoenix.
I like
All right.
He's occasionally called Dark Phoenix. That's what I do to him, though. I'm going to get you. And he loves it. He
I bet.
loves it. 4 damage.
4 damage.
If he doesn't make the
He missed.
wisdom save.
We already rolled. Oh, the wisdom save for that one.
Please beat that
He does
crocodile
not.
so you just get
And
off
again,
of this
continued
thing.
disadvantage on the
The
following
next-
attack.
Yep. All right.
Also, Bardic Inspiration. What do we have Bardic Inspiration dice to work with?
That gives me, I can re-roll a dice.
No, it gives you a
Plus 4.
bonus D8 to whatever
It's
you
fine.
want.
I'm gonna come
And so,
assist.
what are you doing with your bonus
Can
action?
you talk to
Yes.
them?
I'm going to give a
Oh, you can
Bardic
come assist. I can
Inspiration
come pick
also
the
to
wrap up.
Lepan. So that
Lapad,
I'm
you have a
But
you have a
I can use it
bardic
for attack damage,
inspiration.
You can
right?
use
Oh.
it for skills.
Okay.
You can use it for
Yeah.
basically anything.
Yeah, basically.
Yay.
You cannot
Except
add it
damage.
to damage.
That's what I thought.
So Lepan, when Lepan, take Jakeen and yourself, and I commend you on your ability to get this thing off. Because I'm a hippo and he's a crocodile, and I'm going to occupy the crocodile right now.
I commend you on that.
John Wielder, I have no idea what you're saying.
Just get us off the river!
But that's what I'm trying to do, John Wielder.
That's inspiring. Ulasani is about to go when
I've been screaming it. I've been screaming it. No one listens.
We're trying to get away.
Woo woo!
so before as this
Siren noise.
as this giant two-headed crocodile slams onto the back of the raft, Ulasani feels the raft kind of like sink a little bit and then pop back up with the buoyancy, jostling her a little bit as she comes around to the side. I guess you got within striking distance of the crocodile. And she also feels the Stegosaurus quake and panic.
Don't be dumb!
Roll me the dumb check.
Oh, that's not bad.
Oh.
What is the dumb check?
Just give me the roll.
I was 19.
Okay, you are able to calm it just enough,
Oh, good.
reaching up, like
Don't be
stroking its
dumb.
head, before you take your action.
Great.
Use it to stomp the crocodile.
And you see the dual-headed crocodile at the backside.
Cool.
Yeah, whack it with a Stegosaurus tail.
I'm just gonna run up and help Lapad push the raft. I'm like, nope! I just run up and I'm like, okay, we're gonna do this!
All right.
That's me yelling.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm a British man.
I assume they were him. What are you getting? What's your roll?
Oh, I'm rolling.
Yeah,
I just was
athletics.
running. I was just running over there. I was just going for a run. Hold on. Oh, it's just 10. I don't get any bonuses to that business. So I didn't have Bardic Inspiration.
Okay, so you kind of like wedge yourself on this little piece right here. And as you do that, it does pull the raft free
Yay!
from the embankment and from the crocodile that's going after the
hippo.
The hippo. But both Lapad and Ulasani need to give me a we'll call it a dexterity saving throw to get back on.
Yay.
Oh, that's a crit right there.
Nice.
So.
I got 15.
All right, so you
Thank
both
you,
managed to
Wormwood.
jump yourself back on the raft as it starts to drift.
Ah.
However, it has a new rudder.
Yeah. I see
Oh,
that.
no.
At least we're moving now. Jesus. So much satisfaction in that look.
I can't with this right now.
Did you just like buy that two-headed crocodile? Like, does this have that? Like, I'm ready. This is its time. You just pull it from your
Since it was 10,
secret
since he was 10
space.
years old.
Just yeah.
I had it since it had one head. Swings back over to Lepad.
Okay, so now we're currently we're moving.
You're moving. The river is
towards
moving.
the calm part. Is that what?
It's definitely the rain is pushed you. You know, like the rain is starting to subside a little bit, but even still, the water is because of the elevation. The water is a lot slower. The rapid is nowhere near as aggressive. Okay. But you guys feel, is it like when you guys were going before, it was so fast that trees were wishing by. When you went into that ravine, it was like you were splashing up against each side, like lots of force, lots of energy, and a lot that you guys had to put into keeping it steered, keeping the steerage appropriate, and
this croc is like halfway on the raft, right?
Yeah, to the point where it's actually doing one of these things right here, and you guys will be, anybody, at the beginning of your turn, anybody who does not spend moving away from the croc, will be sliding towards it.
Does the Stegosaurus counter its weight at all?
Yeah, that's
the Stegosaurus is in the center of it, so it's actually also going to be sliding towards the double croc.
Oh, Tommy, move the
move
the Stegosaurus up. Get it to the top of the raft.
Good. Hey, big dummy, move to the front of the raft. I push him from the butt.
So you're gonna move around to where the crocodile is.
No,
be able to push him.
from his leg. Come on.
Okay, so right now first, it is Lepad's turn.
Okay. So how close is the back feet of the Stegosaurus to the double-headed crocodile?
About 5 feet. The Stegi, though, goes at the end of the round.
Oh, well then, okay, never mind. In true Lepad fashion. Okay.
You can definitely try and use your action to move it forward right now if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm at the front. Is that how it's going? Okay.
Yeah, I think we're both at the front because we just pushed it.
Or I'm like side front.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to. You know what? I'm gonna try to run over and I'm gonna try to swipe its foot, just to help it make it lose its footing on the raft.
So you can attack the croc.
Yes.
'Kay.
Striking for the the hand to get it off.
Sure.
Yeah.
Give me an attack roll.
Okay.
Get him.
Come on, Wormwood, don't let me down. Well,
It's a
that's
9.
9 plus 6, so 15.
A 15 is just enough to hit.
Cool.
I have a question.
Yes.
Does he get sneak attack damage from being adjacent?
If there is a creature that is adjacent to the crocodile, he would.
Oh, okay. I thought he got by being adjacent to us, though.
Nope.
No? Okay, just kidding.
We're all back.
You gonna roll me damage?
Yes, so 2 or 1d6 plus.
Isn't this
So 5, 8.
8?
Yes.
Motivated.
1d6 plus 3 is 8.
Okay. Are you doing anything with your bonus action?
You know what? Yeah. Well, I got 2 key left. I want to do the Fury of Blows.
Okay.
Again.
So Fury of Blows is 2 attacks. Last time you only did 1, so I'm going to remove that other key point. But martial arts you automatically get. As long as you make an attack, you can use martial arts as your bonus action to do 1 punch. Fury of Blows is 2 punches.
Okay.
So you
Got
get
it?
to roll the d20 twice.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I want to get this guy off. So
Okay.
I want to do 2.
Okay. Fury of
roll-
Blows.
So roll the d20.
Yeah.
Roll me a d20.
Okay.
We'll see if you hit the first time, and then we'll do the next one.
Ooh, that's a 1.
Okay.
Nope.
I got a thing for that, but go ahead and roll the next
Did
attack.
not hit that one.
Other arm. Guess you didn't need the other one.
That one's 13 plus. I don't know. What do I add to that?
Same. It's probably the same thing. It's probably in your.
The to hit.
Yeah, there you go.
So 18.
Okay.
That time.
So you're gonna hit. Roll me damage.
Okay.
You ready? Here's the thing that you can do is just have the dice ready and roll the damage die at the same time you roll the other die.
Gotcha.
And that
this
way
is
it'll already be rolled.
1d4 plus.
Yep.
Yeah, you just need a triangle.
Yeah.
A triangle.
Sorry.
That's
I'm
okay.
learning.
Oh, you're fine. You're doing great.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, 2 plus 3, so 5 with that one.
Okay.
Yay! Take
Get
that.
off this
Punchy,
raft.
punchy, punch, punch.
And with the other punch, it snaps at you but it does not clasp down on your arm.
You can keep that.
And that's not as a reaction. It's just gonna get that because you rolled that one.
I know, that was bad.
All right. It is Jaquine. Your turn.
I'm gonna attack it with the bow again.
So, okay.
The bow or the repeater?
The repeater bow. Yeah.
It's a crossbow, but yeah.
The repeater. The crossbow. So 17 plus 6 is 23 to hit.
23 to hit.
And then
And it has taken damage, so you do get the additional D8. So it'll be a D10, a D8, and the D4.
yeah. So I'm sorry. 10, 11, 14 damage on that first one.
Okay.
And then I'll make another attempt to hit it. 16, 20, 2 to hit.
Okay.
There we go. I just have to roll them separately. 16, 19, 22 points of damage on that second shot.
22 on the second.
Nice.
Wow.
You roll like max damage on all of them?
I rolled like 2 8s and a 3,
Okay.
so pretty close.
Pretty close. So you slam, your second bolt goes in, tears a nice chunk out of the croc's neck. The first shot sticks in a little bit lower, doesn't seem to do as much damage, but it was still a pretty solid, hearty hit. And bonus action.
I keep forgetting to put, I meant to put Hunter's Mark on the stupid thing at the beginning of the round. I'll put Hunter's Mark on it now.
Okay, Hunter's Mark on it now.
That's what I meant to do. And
Did you use your D8 Bardic Inspiration at all?
I haven't.
Okay.
Not yet.
You have it for a while.
And it is your turn, Johan.
You have one too, Lepan. Don't forget.
What?
Anytime you attack, like do an attack, or you want to do a check or anything like that, you can use the Bardic Inspiration die I gave you for an additional D8.
Oh, I should have used that
That's a
when I was
bonus.
going at him.
Just
I didn't-
remember,
Okay,
next time
so I
around.
just have to say that I'm using it.
Yes.
Okay, I thought it was
Like
like
if you roll low, like you can do it after, like if you
can
get
do
like
it
a.
after you
Oh,
roll.
Yeah, and be like,
before
I'm
he
rolling
tells
low.
you what the results.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So-
I did not know that.
Like,
All right,
So you
I'm
just
going
add one of these
to
guys.
push myself up from the ground as we're now
Yay.
floating towards down the river here, and get myself up. I'm going to look at this double-headed crocodile. I'm going to put Phantasmal Force yet again. Second level spell, burn another one.
Jesus, he's getting bad.
Very mad.
Sounds very.
And I would like to create the appearance of its crushing mortality.
What crocodile?
I want the crocodile to view its
Existential
crushing
crisis.
mortality with
You
its two
can
heads.
you can limit you can describe
No, I'm
a thing.
just kidding with you. It's going to be a two-headed hippo is what it's going to be. It's going to be a giant two-headed hippo.
Okay. Where?
Over me, dude. We're walking
So
down.
you're going to look like a giant two-headed
I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. Worked on one, it's got to work on the other.
All right, I will let you do an intimidation check here.
Okay, cool. Excellent.
Oh wait. Except for,
19.
and it rolled an 18 on the intelligence check against your DC.
Okay.
So you start to grow into a big two-headed hippo, and you go, "I'm gonna get you," and it looks at you, and then the other head looks at you, and it just tilts its head a little bit. They come together. One eye sees the other eye.
It's got 3D.
It can see through illusions. It's 4K.
Yeah, it's 4K.
But it really doesn't like that you started to grow into one. And it lunges past Yulasani. Actually, I guess
I
it
was
pretty
like,
much...
wouldn't she get an opportunity attack?
Well, it pretty much has to try and go through, meaning it needs to bite, and it's got the two heads, so both
Don't
heads are
bite
going
me.
to take a bite at each of the little creatures in front of it.
Don't bite me.
It does still get to swing a tail, so that's going to be a thing. The first attack on Yulisani is going to be a...
That's theoretically one action, but I guess that does kind of end my turn, right?
yes, unless you have a bonus action that you would like to make.
I just want to take a 5-foot step back.
You are... Yeah, you... Yeah. you didn't move forward at all.
Right.
Jakeen did slide forward. We're just going to leave her there for the moment, but we'll get on the next round. So you got just got a bit for a 23.
I am 6.
2 hit.
Oh, 2 hit. Yeah, you hit, of course.
And you can give me a strength saving throw.
Sweet. That's a 4.
Okay. 19 damage.
Cool.
And you are restrained.
All right.
And next attack is going to be on you, sir. That is only going to be a 15 to hit.
I have 16 armor class.
So it goes to snap at you. You're able to dodge to the side for a
The
moment.
crocodile.
And the tail whips around to slam into Johan, which is going to be a 26 to hit,
Yup.
but only do 18 damage.
Unconscious.
Only.
Then you were definitely
Oh,
knocked
boy.
prone as well.
Wow, we will.
Unconscious. Does it mean my bardic inspiration goes away?
No, they're still inspired
Okay.
by your flailing limbs. And it is Yulasani, your turn.
So I'm grappled, correct?
You are grappled.
Okay.
There's a. Would you like to try and escape?
Could I wild shape into a fish?
You are in the jaws of the crocodile, and you want to wild shape into a fish.
If I go into the water,
Yes, but you're currently like trapped in the jaws.
Eat you.
and
You
I'm tiny,
can do that if
though.
you want. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you what. If you wish to do that, I will let you do it, and I will let you roll a. I will still let you roll your escape DC to get away from it.
Okay.
So like you're gonna shrink, but we don't know if you're gonna shrink on the jaw,
Right.
like on the tooth, or if you're going to shrink elsewhere in it. So I
Right.
will allow you to try and wriggle while you're doing it, and for the creativity, I will let you do it at advantage.
Sweet. Oh God. Okay.
Because this is potentially.
Yeah, no.
Look, it's gonna be fine. Oh, I got a 20! Yes!
Okay.
That's right.
So I will let you tell me. Are you going into the water or down in its stomach?
Oh, down in its stomach for sure.
Okay. You push. Oh man, this is a thing that has been debated among DMs many times.
Whether you can attack from something from inside the stomach?
It's not about that so much as about what happens once you revert.
That's what I'm saying. Like, do you revert and like do you go full size and like explode out of its stomach and can attack from its stomach, or like?
And that's what is debated. We will see what creative thing she comes up with when it becomes her turn.
Right now, I
Because-
just got eaten.
It's probably she has been eated
Eated.
for the moment.
Has done been eated.
We'll just tell Ivan when he gets back.
Yeah, yeah.
She got swallowed.
I love these.
The
kids.
Stegosaurus slides 5 feet closer, bumping into the back of Lepad. I almost called you Sig like 4 times there. Like, no, it's not Sig. Sig. No, it's not Sig. Sig.
I have the hat today.
I know.
It's so
too
good.
hot.
I'm
It's
obsessed
awesome.
with it.
So you slide closer, and this thing is at your back as it is sliding backwards on the raft.
Okay.
You are now going to have a very rough time getting away from its attacks. But it's your turn, so what do you want to do?
Okay. All right. So at this point, like, how fast is the current going? It's like kind of just like normal pace.
Yeah,
something.
you're the biggest issue here is this incredibly large animal
Okay.
on the back of the.
All right. Since I'm so close, I'm going to.
I fudged.
Do you want to fix it or?
Well, I've already ruled the thing. We're gonna let it go this time, but we're gonna say that you were incredibly inspired, Yulasani. We're gonna say that you're incredibly inspired because technically you should not be able to change into something that has a swim speed right now.
Oh.
As a druid, you have to be at a certain. You have to have a certain level to
Oh.
do that, just like you do for flying speeds. But
Interesting.
I was inspired by your inspiration.
I thought that you could wild shape into what's it called, a pike or something? The little one.
As long as, I mean, here's the thing: is it's a requirement on swim speed.
Right.
So if you turn into a fish, there's swim speed,
Got it. Technically, I'm not swimming though.
and that's what we're gonna let it. I'm going to rule that's okay.
Didn't go in the water.
You did not go in the water. We'll say that you did not fully complete your
That's
transformation.
real gross.
You have.
That's super gross.
You look like some sort
Oh
of
God.
mutant,
Oh
Isn't that mutant
no.
like fish?
half gnome, half
Half
fish.
gnome.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
Someone draw that,
I got
please.
smaller, is what we're saying, and I'm no longer impaled on his teeth.
Okay, Mr. Grung.
Okay.
What are you doing?
So my back is to
It's sliding down, pushing you closer to the jaws.
Okay. All right. I'm going to do a backflip, and then I'm going to try to come down on the left head, stabbing it through the. I'm aiming for the.
What is the
eyeball.
backflip accomplishing?
Well, just getting past the jaws and onto its back.
Looks
So you're
cool.
just jumping up to
Yeah,
get a,
because you said my back is like
Your back
and
is on
I'm
the
in a rock in a sharp place.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the backflip, and because it's cool. I guess.
Okay,
that's
so you're
what's
leaping.
cool.
I'm just
Yeah.
trying to see from a physics standpoint.
Yes.
You are basically jumping straight up and coming
like
straight down.
a little back.
Well,
you know.
here's the deal. There is
Okay.
no a little. You're either going 5 or you're going nowhere.
Oh, okay.
So you're either
Well,
jumping up straight or you're jumping 5 back, and it's going to make an attack of opportunity on you. You see why the physics of this movement is important.
I understand. Okay. Okay. Well then, I gotcha. Okay. All right, then I'm gonna just turn around.
You
and
can still do a backflip.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
it's
well,
are you going jump straight up or are you jumping backwards?
Yeah. Well, I was gonna jump backwards.
If you jump backwards and you jump forward to attack, it's like you didn't jump backwards.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
tell
okay.
me, what do you want
All
to do?
right.
Do you want
you
to
know
do
what?
the attack or do you want to jump backwards?
Yeah, I want to do an attack. but-
Okay, so you jump straight up. You come
Sure.
down with the
Gotcha.
weapon.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yes, jump straight up and back down. Right.
There
on,
you go.
On the head. The left
Roll me
head.
the attack and the
Okay.
damage at the same
Gotcha.
time.
Okay.
At the same
The
time.
damage.
Yes.
For the Aquala. Here we go.
And there's an adjacent thing, so you will get to roll sneak attack damage on this as well.
So I got the 12 on the roll, but
So
that
it's like
adds
a plus 6.
so 18.
18 to hit will hit.
And then
you've got a 1.
I rolled a 1.
Then roll your extra sneak attack damage.
The same thing.
Probably another d6, yes.
Okay. 2.
Okay, so you got 3 on that, plus what's your bonus?
Well, not the 2 hit. Oh, plus 3. So each time.
Nope, just the
Nope,
once.
just
So
once.
that's 6.
Okay, so 3. Yep. So plus 3. God, I hope
Okay.
that thing is dead.
What you missed?
This is what I look like.
Yulasani got swallowed.
I look like
She
this
turned herself
right
into
now.
a fish.
Yeah.
It's pretty accurate.
Swish, Fimmer.
Lepad went. Jaquin, it's your turn.
I'm gonna attack.
Okay, with
That's
the crossbow again?
Yeah.
I can't
Alright.
swim.
You're like Goldie.
Because I can't swim.
I'm gonna use Bardic Inspiration
For what?
Oh, I could have
to
done it.
the attack roll.
Okay.
So, 16 to hit.
A 16 will hit.
And then
It's okay to say.
It's all about clear communication here.
And I have my hunter's mark on it now too. So sorry, that's 7, 9, 12, and sorry, it was counting. 12. What did I say? 12, right? 19.
19. Okay, second shot.
Yep. So 23 to hit.
Okay.
Someone's carrying us through this combat.
10, 15,
If it goes another round,
18, 19 more damage.
All right. You do some pretty gnarly shots to it, hitting it in the face, hitting it in the shoulder, drawing a good amount of blood with the serrated shots. You do know that's 4 shots, I believe, in a row.
So can I use my bonus action to reload?
If you would like to do it now, you can. You do have one more shot left in that.
I might as well just do it now since I have the bonus action available. Yeah.
Okay. Normally, yeah. That's fine. I'm going to let that be as a part of the thing.
Yeah. Okay. I was like, if not, it's fine. I'll do something else with it.
The point of it being at the 5 thing, the 5 is that it's It's not as a repeater, you get to fire more than you normally would.
Right.
Without having the feat. That ignores the loading property, but it doesn't mean that you can do it indefinitely. It just means that basically every third round of shots, you would have to stop and use your action, one of your actions to do that.
Okay.
So that's fine. It is your turn.
Would you like me to make a death saving throw?
Yes, I would. And also, you slide to the edge of the raft.
Great.
You did not try not to
Right.
move.
Yeah. So I go 5.
And and Steggy is right there on the edge.
Am I on its head at the moment?
You are not on its head.
Okay.
You did not tell me that you wished
Oh.
to land on its head. That would have been a grapple
I
check.
thought I did say that, but
You
okay.
wanted to
That's-
attack jumping up.
Yeah, like I wanted to. Wow. That's
Okay,
fine.
if you want to do
Sure.
that.
Yeah. I mean, well, it's fine.
Okay.
Well,
So Johan, you made your death save.
Yes, and I got a 2, which I'm assuming is a drastic failure.
It is. Not so drastic that it takes twice. So the giant croc is feeling that it made a pretty solid that it's the tide is still shifting in its favor, and seeing Johan slide towards it is going to try its best to get a hold of this this new meal that's coming towards it.
Makes all the sense in the world.
The first attack is going to be a 16.
I'm prone and unconscious.
That's why I got 2 rolls, yeah. So you are bitted. That's going to be one of your death saves. And you are bitted and grappled. The damage isn't going to matter because it's part of your death save and it's not going to double your hit points. And you are now
In the jaws. With a death throw.
we're just going to put you on top, but you're in the jaws. And
He has to keep writing his books.
the second head
Not in the belly of a crocodile.
snaps out at you for 20
me
to hit.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah,
Oh,
seriously,
20 to hit. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, that hits.
And that's going to be 18 damage.
You're still up.
Yeah.
That's all that
And
matters.
you are restrained. And
That would have made a difference.
the
feel like I
tail,
said that.
because
its
you
head,
slid
though.
forward, you are now in range of the tail. So
No.
that's going to be 17 to hit.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh.
The tail swings around to hit you.
Oh. Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Luckily, you can't restrain you because it's just a tail.
Okay.
3
Can I block
and
that?
7.
I use it in my
and
bonus
5.
action anyways.
And that'll be 12 damage to you.
Okay.
What I think?
Yes. Thank you.
Yulisani,
Ugh.
you are some
face.
sort of mutated thing in the belly of this guy right now.
That's right.
What would you like to do?
I'm going to turn into a bear.
Okay.
The biggest bear I can think of that I've ever seen. A big old bear
Big old bear.
with giant ripping claws.
Way bigger.
So I believe the biggest bear that you can turn into right now is
Bears
a
are
black
big.
bear.
Cool. I mean, bears are big. Like. I know I don't have mammoth
Hopefully
yet.
they're-
That's way later.
Hopefully they're bigger than two-headed
I've done that
crocodiles.
trick before.
So I'm gonna rule that a black bear is gonna be just big enough to distend the stomach. Maybe not big enough to explode out,
Okay.
but it's gonna be enough to do damage to internal organs
Cool.
to a certain extent. But first, you're gonna make me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Sweet. That is
You get a +2 on it.
15.
Okay, so that's gonna be enough. You will only take 2 acid damage.
Cool.
And
what's my
then
damage?
you will roll me. We are going to do a contested strength check.
All right.
You will get advantage on it because I don't know what's coming.
No, he doesn't. Hold on. You're right. Okay, so. All right, so we're doing a contested strength check. All right. Oh, sweet. 17.
Okay, you win.
Yes!
So
Bear!
it will not explode out, but I will let you narrate the distension and the way the organs move internally.
Well, I'm just gonna like start shuffling things up in there, just like
Okay, so you turn from the fish
Yeah.
into the bear, and as you do,
It's
you're just
bejeweled
like,
in there.
yeah, I'm just bejeweling it up. I'm just shuffling whatever liver over
You
here.
become the Tasmanian black bear.
Yeah.
And you just start spinning, flailing about, pulling organs
Mm-hmm.
in and out of areas, ripping through the lining inside the stomach,
Yeah.
one of the stomachs. Ripping into the second stomach, freeing another grung that was in there at some
Oh
point.
God, gross!
The downside is that it's
no,
already
that wasn't
dead,
me.
and you're
Oh,
just
that wasn't
flailing about, ripping back and
Blood's
forth.
everywhere.
Roll me.
Blood is everywhere. There's blood everywhere.
Roll me 2d6.
Okay.
I think it's 2d6 is what we're going to do. Yeah, roll me 2d6. And
3.
add 4.
4, 5, 6, 7.
7. That is literally the amount left of its hit point pool.
Yes!
Tear your way
Yes!
through
Get wrecked!
the last bit of the crocodile, pulling you two from the outside. You guys see this thing chomp down on Johann, start to slide back, looking very happy with itself. One of them snapping towards you. You were able to move out of the way just enough, right? No, you get bit.
No, I thought you said I was.
So it's
it
got
wasn't on its
both
head, which I
Johann
thought it was. But.
and the pad in its jaws. You see them sliding back out as it appears it's going to let you go, happy with dinner. And then you hear it like belch. And this rumble start to happen inside, and then you just hear this as this little fish mutant turns into a gnome and then into a bear. That's what the indigestion inside the crocodile sounds like, as both of them are let out of the jaws, dropped on the side of the raft, and this thing and basically gets ripped in half. Not exploded, but basically
It's
claws just rip in half,
Gross.
and you see this bear rampaging, covered in bile and blood. Matted pieces of fur and lard, like fats, all this stuff, just bone stuck in the matted fur, comes barreling up the side of the back of the two heads, stomping down on them, and landing on the edge of the raft.
I'm gonna start paddling the raft close to the shore as a
I'm
bear.
gonna reclaim my bolts, whatever, have as many as I can from the
You
crab
get none
death.
of them back. The big crocodile.
Woo! Is this? Now that the combat is over, is this? Do I still have to make my last death save?
Well, you were sliding off into the water where God knows what else awaits you.
Right.
As
see him, I
the
can-
pad
Catch him as a bear.
is it's your turn.
Okay. And I see, like, well,
I
he's
think
still like
you,
sloughing
Lasani,
off
I
the
think
side.
you've done quite a bit for your turn.
He's sloughing off the
fair.
side
That's
of
fair.
the raft.
He's about to slide off the raft.
Okay. John Wielder, no! And I just want to grab him and just like yank him back up.
Sure, you do. You are able to secure him to the side. Unfortunately, he will not know that you did because he's unconscious. You roll me a d4.
2.
Okay. So you guys are able to float the raft finally down to a place where it is a little bit more secure. The water and rain has subsided, and you can see the... Go away now. Thank you.
He's dead.
You can see the rain subsiding, the water is rushing off into other tributaries, and allowing the forest to once again come alive with its little bits and bobs of the jungle. And you are at the base of a massive plateau. It appears that there are 3 or 4 of them out around the area, but you have traveled many days worth of distance in basically a single afternoon, a couple of hours of sliding down this river. And you are exhausted. And unconscious. But as it continues down the tributaries, a couple of hours go by, you wake up.
Something hit me with a tail again, didn't it?
I think maybe we should make camp on some safe, dry ground and take a rest.
Yeah. Can we not find anything with tails anymore?
You say as you look over at the stegosaurus.
Aw, he's like, ooh.
It just takes a shit right next to me. Get up.
Okay.
To 1.
You're at 1. So you guys notice that as you are still riding the river and the tributaries, you're moving down. You are able to rest here, and it's probably safer on the raft
I'm getting off. Okay.
than getting off of it, because you are starting to notice that there seem to be the sounds of growls and grunts of an unnatural type of sound, I guess. You guys hear what you would recall as zombies shuffling around on the outskirts of the river.
Well, those are my favorite enemies.
And you hear them.
So,
You know that's what they are.
Zombies.
yeah. So I guess we'll take turns and shifts. You guys taking a rest on this raft while we figure out our next plan of attack.
Where are we, Jaquine?
Do I know? Can I look?
It's things are a little still. You guys are getting your bearings again.
Yeah.
Do I
As
know?
you hold.
Oh yeah, sure.
As you continue to move down the river, after a few hours, you're able to kind of figure things out a little bit more. You guys talking amongst each other. Yulasani kind of pointing out things that she knows about the little area from the readings that she'd done, and inside the temple before, or inside the carnival area, one of the murals had like this weaving around, and that was one of the things that created a. You kind of understand that there's a many hours, days it would be normally, but this rainstorm, which would normally destroy most adventurers, you guys were able to weather the rapids through the gorge. It shot you out. You went around one of the plateaus. The river finally settled a little bit more and it's starting to slow down to the point where you'll have to push it again with the pole. You guys do continue down doing that, working your way further south because you know you need to get to the place where it stops.
Open the bag, just check to see if the map is still there.
The map is still there, and as you pull it out, you do notice the shape of the first plateau that you guys came to before you were knocked unconscious. Looks very familiar to the shape of the map, like where the first plateau, and then there's a second and a third to the left, and you notice a little a poorly drawn stick figure head, very small, with hair protruding out from under what would be an Indiana Jones style hat, like a duster. And the stick figure appears to be tied in ropes. But it is ever so small that you actually did not notice it until just now. I'm sorry, did you take a magnifying glass and go over the map? Thank you. Your attention was only brought to it because of noticing the plateaus to the left and the right.
Okay. And so if I have this correct, Rudy, it's like the river ends at this one plateau.
I will show you a map. I'll
Okay,
show
great.
all of you the map. I will not show you the map, but I will show them the map.
Well, that's fortuitous.
It seemed like there was
Seems-
a chance to take a
It
rest.
seems
You guys
All
will
that
get a
was
long
going-
rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get a long rest.
Yes, and as a matter of fact, I'm going to fast forward over the next couple of days. As you guys climb
points
up this plateau, we're going to just say that you max your intelligence roll.
I maxed it.
Yeah, we're just going to say you crit your intelligence roll.
Cool.
You know that you're able to see that this little stick figure
Yes.
reminisces some of the things in your childhood with Reef, and is a way that she marks some of the ground before, or has marked out certain things for you before in the writings.
It's our secret language.
Yes, it's part of the thieves' camp that the two of you share.
Yeah.
So you fast forward a couple days.
Yeah, so you guys have fully rested. You guys you guys will get a full rest in between this. You are going to be moved forward. How many days, Satin? What are you guys at? 7. Okay, and you've just crossed Muhaha. Yes. Okay, so you guys are.
I'm listening.
Did
Go
part
ahead.
of the
No,
grung
no,
fall?
no,
Oh,
go
you're
ahead.
making your. Okay. So there's been the trip down the river ends up taking you guys about 5-ish days total. And then you know that this plateau where she is, or where the
stick figure
drawing
shows.
stick figure shows.
Yes.
Now that that's drawn to your attention, you have a pretty good idea of where you think you're supposed to go.
Well, by my blood and my bones, it looks like we finally got on the right path. Oh, great. Jakeen, well done.
Thank you.
Lepan.
I'm like weirdly distracted by Lepad's odd reef mustache.
Good morning, John Wielder.
Like wondering like why we're not in the city. I'm just like,
Lepan, what are you doing?
Well, the weird one and that one, they always put the leaves on, and then I decided that I think that it looks pretty cool. So I put the. I like the look of the leaves on the face.
Good job.
Yeah.
I would say you're the
Takes notes.
first bearded grung of all the grung. That's what I'll name your character.
The bearded ground.
Yes.
Now I know what I'm gonna make later.
Lasani's just like got tears in her eyes, and she's like, "It's finally reached puberty."
Yeah, makes all the sense. Well,
Because I have a gallant's roll. I'm very happy. This kind of thing sauntering around the camp.
I also have a lot more confidence in my step now. In fact, this would be like the one time I would be venturing so far as to go out in front with the map in my face the entire time, just looking to see if there's anything else that I potentially could have missed while we move through the jungle up to the plateau.
So you're gonna walk out in front of everybody else with the map up in front of your face.
Exactly. That's exactly how I'm doing.
Good perception check.
Can I take a peek at that and
when
Try
he's
to
not
help.
looking,
You're 2.5 feet tall. He's got his nose in it.
all right.
I scout in
feeling pretty
front,
gallant.
checking for traps.
How beautifully storyrific. It's a 2, everybody. It's a 2.
So you don't find any traps in this little area right here, as you make sure to stay a little bit in front of him. Mm-hmm. But you do not stay right in front of him, and like if you were to,
No, he's definitely gonna trip over stuff.
yeah, he hits a rock and face plants.
I'm fine with that. I'm just more like, I'll let him think he's leading this, but like kind of like ranging in and out.
Now that I realize what mistake I've done, I roll the map back up and put it back in. Roll all the cover all the things. All right.
Roll me a constitution check.
Focus.
Quit putting your die away.
He just likes this little case.
very
It's so
satisfying.
fancy.
It is
5.
pretty.
You have a nosebleed.
Well, isn't that ever so? I pull out a handkerchief and start playing. Isn't that perfect? Well, it's fine. It's fine. I've already been knocked unconscious twice today. What's a little nosebleed?
That's a nice day.
It's like a week later.
I've
And
been,
are we back
I've
to
already
like
been knocked
max
out.
hit points and everything?
Twice
We're all
on this
good.
adventure.
All that stuff is back.
Yeah.
Cool. Just check.
I have essentially 2 concussions now. What's in the nose?
Johan, you're oozing from your nose hole.
I know. That's all right. I'm
Your
fine.
breathe hole.
Your breathe hole, Johan Wielder. I thought you're supposed to breathe out of that hole, not ooze.
It's fine. Everyone's okay. How's your leaves doing, Le Pen?
How did they look, Johan Wielder?
Fabulous.
Oh, thank you. I think I look pretty good too.
While
Yeah, wait,
everyone's
wait.
chatting, can I just look for look for dinosaurs?
Sure.
Signs of Ubteo.
You see plenty of dinosaur tracks all over the place.
Okay.
And she's seeing dinosaurs and zombie tracks.
Okay.
You are seeing like humanoid tracks.
Cool.
And then you also notice that there seem to be a couple of dinosaur tracks that have that are somewhat incomplete.
Okay. That's gross. Great.
So we're going to continue to move along on the map, finding any pathways that the map may lead.
Can I try again to help look at the map?
You can ask him.
Yeah. John Wielder, can I look at the map? Do you have the oozy nose breathe hole?
what-
Let me look at the map.
All right, Le Pen, here. And I hold it up to it. See, this, and I point to the little figure, this is where we want to get to. Do you, what do you
So
think?
when I look at it, do I need to roll? Do I know anything? Or 'cause I feel like I
What are
know
you
things.
trying to do?
Guide us where we need to go.
Hi.
So you're gonna follow a map. You can follow a map just as well as Johan or Joaquin can.
I'm going to
I do.
keep what he's trying to say is that we don't. There's nothing.
You want to know if
particularly-
you know anything about the area you're walking towards.
Oh yeah, like how to guide people, because I guess I'm pretty good.
Say you
at that,
put
so.
that foot in front of that foot and you walk in that direction.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, unless you're trying to recall a specific amount of information about a place, the guiding of this, like, Jaquin's not going to get lost. It's
Oh, I
part
get-
of her.
Okay, I guess
traits
yeah.
as
What
a
I'm trying to do
ranger.
is make sure that we're going the right direction.
When
That's what I want.
You guys are going in the
Okay,
right
cool.
direction.
Well, that's what I.
as we're walking through the woods, if I see the right kind of branch, I rip it from the tree and go, "The pad, make yourself a new blowgun."
Oh, the dad one. Yeah, that's a good idea. You have the good ideas, the dad one. Okay. Can I do that as we're traveling? Or do we
You
need to-
you can do that as you're traveling.
Okay.
So I will show you guys right now where you are. This is where the ocean, or where the river, I'll show you in a minute.
Okay, sure.
We'll take turns.
Yeah.
There's the river.
Yeah.
Mustache is on point.
This is all rising ground here. And this is right here where you see
The stick figure.
That's the plateau we're making our way to.
I love this little
there's
smirk.
one over here as well, and one over here, and one over here,
disgusting.
and one here. But this is the one that has the thing.
Is
Okay.
the thing. Okay. And so we're just walking through the jungle along the plateau,
We climbed up the plateau.
and then
yeah.
we climbed up the plateau. So we
And it
just went
takes,
through the jungle.
and 2 of these, you get 2 of these a day with your little steggy mount. And you get 2 of these,
So 2 days.
so 2 days to get up there.
Yeah.
And then it'll take you
to
roughly
climb.
another day to get to the top there and
Okay.
to where the plateau is.
Very excited.
Okay. You want to give us that rundown?
Part of Ubteo.
So,
So right here is the right here's the end of the river.
They're so cool.
This is rising ground. This is the first
I love
plateau
how
you see.
different they all are.
This is the one that has the little figure that he points out on it.
So cool.
This is also
Touching our woods.
where you believe that
see,
the
you can check it
temple
out.
Yeah.
that was depicted in the carnival area.
Totally.
This is where
Yeah.
the temple should be, somewhere up on this plateau.
and we're currently.
I could be wrong, but
You guys are
Right.
basically going to be here, like you're on your way over here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we're trying to get up there.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay.
Only knows that it's Scottish.
They're
wind.
ready. Ish.
it's really cool.
We're never ready. We're dead.
They look good. You look good. He's ready for anything.
I can turn
So
into a
as
bear.
you guys make
The
your way
mustache.
through the jungle, skirting the outside, staying away from where the undead tracks are, you make your way towards the plateau and pull out the climbing kits that you have. It's part of as part of your kits, and you can start to make your way up towards the plateau.
Yeah.
At certain places, you find that there is a path that you were able to stop and take a wind around, and then you have to start climbing again back and forth. It ends up taking you the entire day to get up the side of the mountain. Once you do, the sun is starting to drop below the horizon to the west, and you see a figure standing at the edge of the plateau, far, far across the way from you, looking out over the sunset.
Just a single figure, right?
A single figure.
I look at it, and it romantically reminds me of a scene that I accurately described in Reef Ambrose and the Drow's Wish, which is the last one I just put together.
Right.
That same figure that I first described before, the Drow jumped herself over the side,
You did?
leaping elegantly into the unknown. And I'm overcome with emotion because I think, is this who I think it is?
You cannot tell. You're too far away, and the sun is on the opposite side of it, meaning that it is obscured. It basically just looks like a black stick figure.
I pull out my sword and shield.
You pull out your sword and shield. You guys are about
Are we still climbing?
100 feet or
we're-
so away.
we're-
No,
like
we're on
on
top of
the-
it.
okay.
Yeah.
100 feet away.
You guys are about 100 feet away from the figure, standing on the edge, staring out at the sunset.
Do I sense any zombies in range?
You don't sense any zombies up here, no.
Reef?
And then, can I cast Find Traps?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a second level spell.
Yeah.
What's going on?
It's,
I don't know.
I'm just gonna walk towards. She's 100 feet away. So I'm just gonna keep.
It's
walking
about
towards
100
her.
feet away,
I'm gonna
and that's where we're gonna stop today.
We stop on the thing.
Reef.
But what we will say is that no, we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
There
sounds
are
good.
traps, aren't there?
Oh no.
No, you cast
Okay.
it. There are no traps.
Okay.
That doesn't mean
all good.
well. There's no traps.
Doesn't mean it's no onion, but
Oh my god. Holly, is this mean?
No, I'm here.
Yes!
I mean, I'm still alive.
yeah.
Good.
She did
Tell
survive.
provide.
I was a little concerned about.
I really thought, I was like, no.
was-
I'm still alive. I'm fine.
I was a little concerned about the stomach of the thing.
Look,
If you hadn't done enough damage in there, we would have continued con saves and let the acid eat away at you.
nice.
I was gonna jump in the water and just slit its belly open.
It's okay.
But, you know.
You
I
definitely could
I was also
have.
literally one failed death throw away.
Yeah,
from
you were.
permadeath.
That
You
was
were
close.
too, yeah, I saw that. I was like,
You know.
somebody's
You
gonna
would have
die.
had to dragged you back to town. Get that fixed up.
Yeah, with all the diamond dust we have for a good res.
Also, it doesn't work anymore.
Right.
Yeah. That's
All
okay.
right.
That's okay. That's okay. That's old school, right?
All right. So Jakeen is the only person who has used any of her resources. Here is a second level spell for the start of the next episode. But congratulations, you guys, on surviving.
Yay!
That was rough.
Tough.
Congratulations
That was a tough
on your awesome wormwood stuff.
It's cool.
Thank you so much
That's
for
why
my.
we
These are
survived.
so
is because
awesome.
of that.
They're really cool. You guys, it was really tough. I'm glad that you guys were able to survive because I didn't really pull any punches there except for maybe the fish thing, and that was more of an error
And to be fair,
than
actually,
it was
I
pulling
looked
a
when I
punch.
was looking at Druid to see how big her stuff was. It does say at 4th level, Druid gets swimmer.
Moon, I think, is what it needs to be. Is a moon druid, and she's only a 2nd level druid.
Yeah.
She's on second level.
Just multi-class.
Yeah,
she's
multi-class.
2 levels wizard, 2 levels druid, and 2 levels cleric.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
But
So-
she didn't know what her major was.
Exactly what we talked about. She did not know what her major was.
Yeah.
So you guys did a wonderful job. Congratulations, surviving yet again. Touch and go, and let's see. We will see you guys next week. We would like to thank, obviously, the patron saint of dragons and dungeons, Dungeons and Dragons, Wizards of the Coast. Thank you, Black Magic, for your awesome cameras. Thank you, Flowlight, for the lights. Thank you to Wormwood for these incredible little boxes. Don't forget, if you want free shipping, just go in, type in Arcanites. Abby or Mobius or Rachel, anybody that's in there that wants to go ahead and type out Arcanite for for the people hanging out that do not hang out with us on Sundays and don't know what an Arcanite is, go ahead and put that in there and encourage them to join us on Sundays. Because I think we're pretty much close to a new giveaway. I think we need to do another one of those pretty soon. I think we're about to hit another milestone.
Yeah.
So we'll see you guys next week. Please come in, throw us a subscription if you want to. You can also subscribe to the D&D channel here. We are at twitch.tv/MazeArcana. We love the bitcoins that you throw. I guess they're cheers.
Cheers.
They're cheers. They're
Cheer
bits.
bits.
Cheer bits.
Cheers.
Something like that.
I call them
Cheers.
bits.
So come cheer for us. You feel free to toss us a donation. You can also come visit the Patreon. So that's Maze Arcana the Patreon. Anybody got any announcements or anything before we get out of here?
My normal game is on Tuesdays, which you guys may or may not know. It's going to be real rough. Please tune in to see me cry again live on a stream about D&D on Tuesday. Just right here, 4 p.m. Pacific time. This was great fun. Yay.
Yay.
Speaking of crying, the finale of Dread is tomorrow. So if you are a fan of horror and a fan of watching characters get so balls deep into their acting that they don't even know where they are anymore, and you don't mind paying $5 a month or a free 30-day trial for projectalpha.com, you can go check it out, because tomorrow
It is all over. Mylan, anything?
I make costumes on Twitch.
Yeah.
You can watch that at the Gamer Chick. I'll be making Tabris for the Sunday show.
Yeah, that's right. So we play Maze Arcana on Sundays at noon Pacific, and Mylan is one of our players. She plays Tabris, who is a shifter Divine Herald, which is the clerical rogue, and she had a
I had a GoFundMe.
GoFundMe
and
up,
so, yeah.
and it finally funded, and she's going to be building out Tabris, which will be awesome. Anything you got real fast?
Sig Neutron. You can follow me on. I got the sweet Lapad hat. You can follow me on @Sig Neutron, Instagram and stuff.
You have a
Do
lot
fun
of cool
stuff.
hats.
Yeah, I'm a hat guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
You sell those hats too, right?
Yep.
I do.
You should definitely
I mean,
sell those Lapad hats.
We'll make a thing happen.
Yeah, we'll figure out the thing.
We'll make it.
Here's the one, and maybe they'll be
You
for
already
sale. We'll
cast-
see.
you cast
We'll
it,
see where it goes from here. But
there'll be a
it might be a thing.
It will be a thing.
Okay, it will be a thing
You're
according
like-
to the DM. So,
You're like, do I have to
there you
make
go.
these? Like,
Slave labor.
I'll burn your feet.
And then, we're here. Satine runs their game on Tuesdays, same time, 7 p.m. And obviously, I'll be here with these wonderful, amazing people next week. So we will see you then. Satine, anything else? Thank you, Satine, for coming and hanging out. Thank you, Neil, back there, for producing tonight. Satine is running the switcher. Now, anything else?
Nope.
All good? Sunday, Maze Arcana, and let's roll the outro as an intro, or the intro as an outro as a thing.
Goodbye.
Bye. I'm just gonna hold on to this.
Thank you.